And we are live. All right. Hey, the theme of the day is to stay cool and hopefully catch some fish. But I'm not sitting out there in that heat, y'all. Forget that. It is too much. So the thing we're chasing is called shade. And if we catch a couple fish along the way, then great. But other than that, I'm staying calm, cool, and collected underneath this tree right here. We got 6 rods out there. I'll turn the camera around and show you in a minute. But we are not alone. We are not alone. We are never alone. Because when you got River Cast Tackle Crew doing the RCT Sunday, we come in packs. We sure do. So let me see what we got going on here. Look at that. We got Catch Fish with Us up in here. Y'all, we're going to have a good time today. All right. Just getting started. Let's see here. First one in. Let me take a look here. Mr. Mike Sampson. Hold on now. I thought I saw somebody else. Nope, Mike Sampson. Sampson's first one in. And then Warren Farley. Warren Farley, looking right down here while I got charging my phone. I got the Warren Farley light box sitting right here beside me. Got a cord running to it. I had my phone plugged into it, just a little small battery pack last night. And 5 minutes before the round was up, my phone died. I mean, it was not on 5%. It was not on 3%, 2, 1. It was on 0. I mean, it had nothing left. It just fell dead and wasn't, there was no reviving it. You couldn't have took them paddles and go, clear, pow, and got that phone back. It wasn't happening. But anyways, we got the Farley box turned up to it today, so I can run here for a week and this phone won't go dead. Anyways, that's Mr. Warren Farley. Welcome in. Mike Lockhart. What's going on, Mike? Says, Danny, I think I'm going to do some catfishing in the fall because I don't like to catfish when it's really hot weather. Me neither, brother. That's why I'm sitting under a shade tree. If I was really just trying to get after some fish and get on today, there's a lot better spots than this, but it's just not worth sitting out there and having a heat stroke. We want to go fishing, okay? Sometimes you got to make sacrifices and go for a less than stellar spot to get your creature comforts like shade and a little breeze blowing on you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's better to be comfortable than it is to be successful. But you can still have fun. Okay, let's see, Michael. There's Hillbilly Moonshiners in the house. Welcome in. Good to see you. Mr. Mike Greenwell. What's going on, Mikey? Size matters catfishing, says Danny. Nice thumbs up. Ha ha. Good luck. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Real Virtual Outdoors. Mr. Troy in the house. Man, I tell you what, I'm absolutely honored now, man. You got Troy up in here. That's what I'm talking about. We're big time today. Size matters saying hi.
Showing up for you, Danny.
Oh man, we got Mike Greenwell. We got Troy. We got Andrew Whitehouse from Size Matters. Golly, man. There's my good sister from up and around the north way, up around Ontario, Miss Mary Merciford House. What's going on, Mary? God bless you. I love you, sister. Thank you for being here. Huge supporter of my show. She's always there for me. Great. Mike Young, welcome in. Paul Boyd. Paul Boyd's in here. 922 Crappie Barbecue. What's going on? Danny says, he says, Danny, Chris B, Size, Troy, Mike. He's saying hi to everybody. What the hell? Let's see. There's Rob Fox in the house. What's going on, Rob Fox? Let's see. Dave Stone is live and breathing. Yep. Michael Grumpy Man. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. See Mike Young. We're trying to get through here. It's hot out there. Danny, stay hydrated. Brother, look here. I got a cooler full of drinks and also got my big super water jug, iced down water right here. B's got a jug just like this big old Yeti, man. I think it's like 1.5 gallons. Yep, we got plenty of water and plenty of drinks, all that good stuff. And we are sitting in the shade. And look here. I'm not that far from the truck. I mean, I can spit on the tire of the truck right now from where I'm sitting. So packing this stuff up and getting out of here if I get too hot is not going to be an issue at all. That's the thing, though. We're in a really comfortable spot that's really easy to get to, so this place gets a lot of pressure. High pressure fishing here. There was like 8 people set up right down here from me when I got here. And I guess the heat just got too much for them. They packed up and left. There might be one couple still left down there. So, but 7 out of 8 of them didn't make it. They said, can't do it, gotta go. And they packed up, got out of here. Okay. You used your government name. I did. I slipped up, didn't I, Mikey? Okay. There, we're getting close to the bottom there. Crappie day there. Oh boy, outdoors. And we got a big announcement for you guys on the show today. Coming up here in just a little bit. Um, Larry from Old Boy Outdoors messaged me this morning, and we kind of threw this together just on the fly. But we got it done. It's booked, and we're going to tell you about it here in just a little bit. But we got something real cool coming up. We do it every year, but it is come that time, and we're going to make the announcements here in just a little bit. Shirley T, what's going on, honey? Did you enjoy my cheer last night? Sorry I didn't bring you luck. I absolutely loved your cheer, Shirley. That was fantastic. Thank you, sweetheart. It kind of took the sting out of not catching a whole lot of fish, you know. You got Shirley on there cheering for you, man. That's, you know, if you don't catch nothing, you can go home with that, you know. He said, you doing good tonight? I said, I did great. I had Shirley T cheering for me, man. What more can you ask for other than a fish? I mean, that's just like a bonus, you know. But once I got that cheer, I could have just went home because I was good. I got everything I needed right there. Let's see. God bless you and how's the loveliness. She's doing fine. She's probably going to visit her mother today, I believe. I think that's what she's doing. No, she's going to what is my wife doing? Oh, she's going to drop off one grandkid and picking up 2 more. That's what it was. Man, if they keep rotation like that, I ain't never going to get rid of them. Just everywhere. Benoit fishing outdoors. My sister, what's going on? Michael Grumpy Vincent there. It's Coffee Day there. Seen him. Brian B. catfishing. Man, it was an absolute honor fishing on Brian B's show last night. I love all the hosts that do this thing, but man, I got this special little click, you know, with Brian B, man, because I've known him probably longer than a lot of the other ones. And man, me and Brian B just jive, man. Not every time they say you're on Brian B's channel, I said, that's all I need right there. Let's go. I don't care if we catch any fish, but we're gonna have fun on the Brian B show, baby. I guarantee it.
True. Yes. He's awesome.
Yeah, he is. Cutting up with Creech in the house. Says, evening, Mr. Daddy. Well, evening to you, Creech. I see it. He's not going to make it to Vicksburg, is he? I don't think Creech is coming. I think he's got to work. Which really, okay, there's always going to be some downer in the whole thing, and that's going to be my downer for me. If Creech doesn't get to come to Vicksburg, yeah, that'll be my downer right there. Wabash Nate in the house. What's up, Wabash Nate? Then I had to share your channel with my cousin Corey. Okay, Mike, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that very much. I'm trying to get the bottom of this. Hey, Mac, what's up? Mac was getting a few fish last night. I kept hearing him say his name across the board every now and then. So he wasn't doing too bad. He wasn't on the old skunk train. He got in there and did a little something. People saying hi. Hoping I don't miss anybody. I'm trying to get the bottom. There's Catfish Weekly, Mr. Lyle Stokes. Lyle, let me show you something real quick. I'm going to show you where I'm at, Lyle. Okay? I got enough cord here. Let me just unplug that daggone. There's the observation deck right there in New Madrid, Missouri. And right around that bend down there. Oh, crap. Let me do this. God, I'm stupid. It's behind me. There's the observation deck back there, and if you look around that bend right there, that's where Lyle Stokes spent a lot of his time making catfishing famous. Matter of fact, let me turn the camera around where y'all not looking at me no more, and I'll be a little bit more coordinated with what I'm doing. First, I got to plug my power back in here because I started walking off, and I'll redo that whole thing I just did because I couldn't see nothing. Now, let's see here. Let me turn the camera around. Settings, camera, and back, and that's better. Now you can see them beautiful rods I got piled up down there. 6 rods in a row. There's the truck right there beside me. There's the observation deck that I was talking about. Now I can see what I'm pointing at. And what I was saying, there's a little island right down there, okay? And there, water goes, Mississippi River goes around that island that way, but there's a diversion that goes around the island that way. Lost Stokes made catfishing famous in that bend right there. And I am hoping that sometime this year I can get Mr. Lyle Stokes, Josh Dunnigan, and them down here, and I want to fish that bend right there with Lyle Stokes because I know he's fished it for many years, and he did quite well there. But that's Lyle knows exactly where I'm at. A lot of times I just give Lyle like a little landscaping feature or something. He go, up, yep, been there, know where it's at. I'm trying to get this camera more comfortable. Anyways, that was my speed. Where was I at? I see I get so freaking lost. I can't wait to see everyone in May in Owensboro. Yes, I will be at Owensboro too. That is going to be freaking fun, dude. Fun. Let's see. Well, now I got behind again then. Saying hi. If they're saying hi to everybody, I'll just run on by you. See, that's Catfish Weekly. Paul, Boyd, Brian B saying hi to everybody. What did I just do? Oh, I hit a button. Oh, I see what I did. I highlighted Brian B. I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? I accidentally touched that so long it turned blue. Yeah, let's see. They're saying hi. Everybody that I said hi to is in there saying hi to everybody. That's what I like, though. Everybody just being nice and friendly to each other.
Oh, I'm out. I'm out.
Well, there's Fanny Listenby. Hey, Danny, Chris V, everybody. Everybody stay cool and hydrated. Well, I can stay comfortable and hydrated. Cool is not an option right now. I was born cool,
You don't
baby.
want to hear how nice it is over here now that the rain came through.
Well, I mean, I've got a breeze blowing, but it's like a hairdryer.
It's 77 degrees. Like
it feels like somebody's got a hairdryer. Yeah, I feel like I got a hairdryer set on medium blowing in my face. So mine is killing me. I need to raise that camera up just a little bit and try to get the angle I need to be able to see this a little better. I don't know if that helps or not. Anyways, where was I? Okay, Shirley T. Catfish Weekly. Everybody said there's just so many people saying hi to each other here, which is a wonderful thing. Wonderful thing. Nothing wrong with that. It's always fun on Brian V channel. Y'all see, I'm trying to figure out how far behind I am. I can actually look at that. I figured it out the other day. It is 3:13, and I'm reading a comment from 3:08. So that I am, what was it, 5 minutes behind? Holy crap. I learned how to do the math on this thing. If you look, it tells you what time the comment was made, then you look to see how long the live, or what actual time it is, and then you know how far behind you are. Very convenient. Or stressful when you look at it and go, oh my God, that's how far behind I am. But yeah, I'm 5 minutes behind. We're getting there. I'm just floating by everybody saying hi to everybody real quick. When I get to the end of this, Larry, and me, Larry, looking at Larry Old Boy Outdoors comment, and Chris and B, when I get to the bottom of this, I'll shut up and you guys can talk a little bit. Max, until third round, nothing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mac made it to the third round last night. I just made it to the second and I was done. Caught 2 fish in the first round, nothing in the second round. Let's see, everybody saying hi to Larry. Lance Makuga! There's Lance in the house. What's going on? And all you RCT people out there and anybody else that wants to, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. I will try to keep an eye on the basement. I will try. I'm not very good at it, but I will try. If you want to pop up here and hang out with us, you're more than welcome. Everybody's welcome on the RCT Sunday Show, baby. Let's go. Yeah, I'm way behind. Because Lawson, that spot I just showed y'all, Lawson, that's a great place to fish. And he is 100% correct. Guess what I hate about it? Just right downstream, right there. I mean, I can see it from here. Zero phone signal. Not a bit. I mean, it's -5 on the phone signal down there. and it's just 200 yards away from me. But if I could go 200 yards that way, whole different ball game. Fish go crazy down there. I mean, that's just the spot you want to fish. But if you want to go live there, nah, you ain't doing it. You ain't happening.
Danny, when we come out there, we'll bring the Starlink and we'll fish that with you.
Man, I'm telling you, because hey, and Lyle is coming down here. Lyle said we're going to make it happen. And, I'm sure if Lyle Stokes get down here, Josh Dunnigan does not live far from me. Jerry Parker doesn't live very far from me. And if I get Lyle Stokes down here, we're going to have to hurry up
and get... I don't live that far from you.
Huh?
I don't live that far from you.
Really?
No. What,
I don't know.
3.5, 4 hours?
Okay. Well, see, Dunnigan and Parker are just like right around 2 hours from me.
But you know I drove down for 4 hours just to have lunch with Steve Douglas to come back, right?
Yeah, you're kind of crazy, but I love that about you. Hey, there's Avid Fisherman in the house. What's going on, Avid? Good to see you, brother. Avid's been doing a lot of the Bible study shows, doing a great job on it. I catch them every now and then when I can. I need to catch them more often. I ain't lying about that. Let's see here. Everybody's saying hi. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, and then I'm going to tell you guys what we got going on besides that. Preach says, gotta get back to work. Just wanted to drop in a bit and say hello to everyone. Okay, Creech. Well, he's gone already, but I'm saying bye to him anyway. Later, Creech. They already gone. By the time I got there, he done been gone. Nothing but tail lights, baby. And everybody's saying bye to him. Danny, what year did you join the Army in? I joined the Army in my junior year of high school in 1982. That's right. I went in the Army in my junior year. I went to basic training through the summer and then came back from basic training and finished my senior year of high school. And then I left from high school and went back and did my AIT in Fort Benning, Georgia, and then shipped out to the Army, and I was in there from 82 to 89. And my last duty station was Fort Ord, California, right before they shut it down. You know why? Because when I left, they said, ain't no point in keeping this place no more. Danny Stone ain't here. And they closed the gates and let the vines grow up all over the buildings. He ain't here no more. Hell, shut it down. Oh, boy. Yeah. Let's see here, Lance. I'll be listening while eating my Philly cheesesteak pizza. Well, you better have a napkin because you get that in that beard. Oh, that's going to be nasty. You know what? I can't wait for Lance's show tonight, the River Cats Tackle Show. Lance's going to show up with Philly cheesesteak all in his beard and stuff. People go, is that gray hair? I said, nope, that's cheese. Lance, buddy, I love you. You're all right, man. Double hook angling, Dave. What's going on, Dave? Dave, look at that. Dave, look here. I got not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 of those double hook angling rod holders set up down there. Of course, Black Betty, I've got her stuffed into a big 2-inch PVC pipe because she likes that long sleeve on that handle. Last time I put her in something else, it broke the handle on her when fish pulled on it. But yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double hook angling rod holders down there, bank rod holders. And the PVC pipe on Black Betty. So there you go. He's saying hi to everybody. Benoit Fishin said, got a new toy. Color me intrigued. Because that's something we're going to talk about here in a minute, too. A little bit of something that I'm going to go. Danny, shut up. We'll never see that day. Okay, I'm working on. Let's see, David, happy birthday. Oh, is it David's birthday? Did I miss that? Well, if I did, David, happy birthday. There. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear David. Happy birthday to you. There you go, buddy. Free one. I ain't even going to charge for that. Let's see. Yep, that is Double Hook Dave's birthday. Mary Mercer, Double Hook.
Happy birthday.
Man, see, I can scroll through here real fast because everybody's saying hi to Double Hook, so I can just blow on past all that. What am I at now? It's 3:15 was that comment? I'm 4 minutes behind. I gained a minute. It's time for speed racing. Let's go. Evelyn Wood had speed reading course. Let's just read real quick. I got stoned and missed it. Okay, that was Small Word Charters. I don't even have to look see whose name that was. He missed the tournament last night. How long does strawberry chicken stay good in the fridge? I don't know. I got something that's been in there for 7 years and ain't used it yet. It's in the bottom of the freezer. I don't know if they like a freezer burnt strawberry chicken. I got you covered. Yes, don't let him lie. It was 1882, not 1880. Oh, whatever. Shut up, Lance. Yo, cheese beard fool. Oh, let's see. Da, 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 da. I think we're at the bottom. It might have jumped. Danny have 10 more rod holders, LOL. All right, Evan. Good deal, good deal. Okay, now I think we're at the bottom. Take a breath, Danny. Now, I'm going to tell you guys. Go ahead. We're caught up. Go ahead.
Take a break. I just jumped in chat here, and there's 47 people watching. There's only 16 thumbs up. Come on, people.
Well, they can fix that. Well, actually, we've got 50 on YouTube and 4 on Facebook watching right now. So we've got a total of 54 people watching.
I showed legs today. You better put some thumbs up.
Yeah, let's see here. Yep, 50 on YouTube, 4 on Facebook watching right now. I'm going to get a quick sip of water, and then I'll tell you what that special little something I had going on. I'm going to tell you about that here just shortly. Oh, yeah. Had to get some water. My mouth was drying out. My tongue was beating the roof of my mouth so fast it was starting a friction fire.
You were starting to sound like the YouTube auctioneer there.
I'm telling you.
20 minutes solid, brother.
When I'm trying to get through that chat, I just run with it, baby. Let's see. The math ain't mathing. Hold on, what? The math ain't mathing. From 1982 to 89. If you're talking about when I was in the service, yeah. He's having trouble with the math. I can help him. Oh, yeah. I was talking about the time that I was in the service. Yeah, I went into 82 in my junior year, basic training, finished my senior year, then did AIT, and then spent the rest of the time bouncing around between Fort Ord, Fort Leonard Wood, Aberdeen, Maryland Proving Grounds. I was actually there for 6 months, and my final duty station was Fort Ord, California. Let's see. Benoit says tomorrow's video reveals our new toy. So excited. Well, so are we now. I mean, just like leave us with a cliffhanger here. You tease.
I'm so glad we're not on Lance's show right now.
Oh, yeah. But anyways, Larry got a hold of me from Old Boy Outdoors this morning, and he said, hey, when are we going to do the Crab Orchard meetup? For some of you that may know, we did the Crab Orchard meetup last year. Of course, I was there. Josh Dunnigan, Jerry Parker was there. Josh had his wife Christina and his kids with him. The Benoit ladies were there. Chris and Telly came up in there and spent the time with us up there. We had a great time. There was a few other people showed up. And so we're going to do the Crab Orchard meetup again this year. And the dates on that are going to be September 19th and 20th. I've already booked my campsite at the campground, and so is Larry. The campground we were at last year was, it had 2 names. It was called the Crab Orchard Boat and Yacht Club, but it was also known as the Blue Heron Campground. Well, if you look those up online, it's going to say permanently closed. That's because they have changed the name to Bluegill Bay Campground. So Bluegill Bay is easy to remember anyway. So if you want to book one of them sites and come up here and hang out with us that weekend, look up Bluegill Bay in Southern Illinois and come on up because we're going to have a blast.
So let me get this straight though. There's food involved.
Yeah, we'll do some food.
Okay.
Last year, Benoit, they cooked up. Oh my God, it was this like huge giant, like if it was a 5-gallon bucket, you could dump it in this pan. But they cooked up 2 pans of big giant rigatoni. They had garlic bread. They had cookies, cakes. all kinds of stuff up there. Uh, it's crazy, you know. But we'll all get together right there at the campsites, and we'll all get in like one. They got a community building down there, and we can run in town to get some like pork steaks and some stuff and everything, and go down there and set up a grill. Man, we'll just have a day of just eating.
Listen, I know they say a way to a man's heart is, for a stomach, meat fits in there. I'm just saying.
Let's see. You're talking to Lance. Thank goodness they don't name it Fast Bayou. None of you would go. Well, yeah, we would. We gotta catch bait. I don't know if you can use those in Illinois. I know you. I think you can use crappie in Illinois. I'm not sure about bass. And here's something to entice some of y'all a little bit more. Now, during that time, on September 19th and 20th, if you choose to come up to Crab Orchard Lake, it is primo time for big, huge, giant channel cats, which I know that's not going to interest Chris and V, but what I got to say now will. There are some monster, I'm talking monster flatheads in Crab Orchard Lake. Josh Dunnigan's PB flathead came from Crab Orchard. I think it's 48 pounds or something like that. But he said there's way bigger in there. So that's when we're having the on the 20th will be the keep it or toss it tournament for the live fishing tournament league. And if you want to keep and toss and keep and toss and toss and toss and toss, that lake right there is the spot you want to go because you get to toss a lot of fish. we drag baits up there, and it is just so freaking crazy because if you got 4 to 6 rods out, at any given time, half of them are bent over and you're trying to crap. Oh, there's another one on. Okay, grab that rod. Okay, well, I'm getting this one. I mean, it's pretty cool.
I'm in if there's flat involved. I'm in.
Yeah. And Greenwell says Josh Dunnigan fishes. He absolutely does. I have fished that lake with Josh Dunnigan and Jerry Parker several times. I've been up there with Richard Cluck. And every time we went, we had a blast when we got on fish. Richard and I went up there and anchored up. And we had 3 rods off the back off one side that all 3 went down. We thought they were tangled together. And we got to reel them up and we had 3 fish on. I was like, wow, I thought one fish was pulling all 3 rods. But nope, there was 3 fish side by side. Had 3 rods down. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Said no crappie or bass in Illinois, says avid fisherman. Okay. Well, there's crappie and bass for you to catch up there. I know Ben Wallace, when they were there, they just tore the crappie up. They had a blast catching crappie. Oh, yeah, there's a nice semi-cool breeze blowing. And we are 100% caught up with chat. I dropped from 50 people on YouTube to 39. I guess they just got burned out when me running through there. But we gained with 39 on YouTube and 6 on Facebook right now. There's Fishing the Cooking with Mike Chavez. Hey, howdy there, friends and neighbors. Well, howdy right back at you, Mr. Mike Chavez. Avid Fisherman says, trying to remember who V is. V is the better half of the team Catch Fish with Us. So if you've heard of Catch Fish with Us, then you've heard of V and Chris. Hey, Sappy, what's up?
I'm better known for my beautiful 65.5 flathead caught a month ago.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?
That's right. That is right. That's
If I was there, I'd pat you on the head. Oh, she left me. She just opened the door for me on that one. I'm just like, I'm coming after her. But I am fishing heavy, heavy current. I've got the 6 and 8 ounce weights on there, and I guess they grabbed a hold of something out there because them rods are all bent and bowed, and that's from that fast current flying past them. And one of the best techniques for here, uh, you're fishing that fast current, it's gonna bow your rod. They're gonna have a bend in the end of them. What you're watching for is for that rod to actually go slack and stand up. If it stands up straight, a fish just picked that bait up and took it off the bottom and took the pressure off of it. The other thing that I love more is all of a sudden that rod will go from just a bow in it to bent in half and pull and drag. So, yeah, that's pretty much what you got in this fast current because they don't peck at it in fast current very much because they know when they find that bait in that fast moving water, they've got to either make a choice, either leave it alone or grab it. There ain't no fiddle farting around with it because it'll run down the, oh, I almost slipped the F word. It will float away. It will float away and then we'll lose it. Uh-oh, Black Betty, like I was just saying, she just stood up straight. She was bent over, so we're going to keep an eye on that rod right there. Because something just took the load off that rod. And it's dropping slack. I want to be right back, guys. I want to turn this that way. Get a little better view. I got to go check on that rod because something just picked that bait up.
So in 30 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's heat. Man,
Hey,
we're burning out
hydrate.
there. Let's get back
Hydrate.
on.
Keep drinking.
Yeah, with the sun moving, I'm having to chase the shade too because I have to move around and get a different spot behind this tree.
Don't make
Now,
me start mothering you again, Danny.
oh no no no
I'll
no
do
no!
it.
I am staying in the shade. Do not worry about that. I have no
I'll
desire to be
do
out
it.
there. I have no desire to be out there cooking like a microwave. No part of it. Now fish gets on there, yeah, I'll go there and fight that, and I'll come back, turn the air conditioner on the truck, and rest. Okay, there's Northern View Outdoors. Says, hey everyone, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, we're back up to. Let's see what we got now. We got 44 people on YouTube, 6 on Facebook, for a total of 50 people watching right now. Fantastic. If you guys don't mind, hit that thumbs up for us if you want to. If you don't want to, that's all right. I'm still going to like you. Even if you don't like me back. I'll send you a note. I like you. Do you like me? Check yes or no.
My phone's currently being used for the live, Danny, but I'll like it as soon as I'm done.
Yeah, you got the whole thing there. You say if I like you. Do you like me? Check thumbs up if yes, and
George Strait.
check thumbs up, thumbs down if it's no. Hey, hit the thumbs down if you want to. I still get credit for it. Check yes or no, thumbs up or thumbs down. How you like it?
All right, we're up to 32 thumbs up in here. I just opened it up, looked again, so
Okay,
that
well
means
that's
there's,
pretty good.
that means there's still 11 people slacking in here, as far as I can tell. But uh,
Oh man, that water's cold in that jug.
Oh my gosh. Listen, I really genuinely wanted to hate Yeti like there was nobody's business.
Yeah.
I'm like that overpriced sucker. Well, Chris got one from his job and I used it And the next day, my tea was still ice cold, and I went, crap.
Girl, I
Now I
filled one
don't.
up. This one I got right here. I filled it up completely full, as full as you can get with ice, and then put water in there and filled up the extra space that the ice wasn't taking up. Put the lid on it, put it in the back of the truck, and had it in the back floorboard and forgot about it. And 4 days later, I went and pulled that jug out because I was out here on the river and I said, my God, I'm dying of thirst and I didn't bring no water. But I thought, hey, my jug's in the back. It's going to be hot, but I'm going to drink it. 4 days later, I opened up, there was still freaking ice in that thing. And
I
4 days
know.
is sitting in the back of the truck.
I now have 4 Yeti cups and a Yeti cooler like yours.
I got her that
Uh,
one just like the one you have, and I got her that one. I think it was last year for Mother's Day, birthday, something. I got it for her. And the story behind that, we were at Dustin Bay one night last fall, and when we unload the boat, everything just gets put on the gunnels, and then it's taken to the truck. Well, she knew she took it on that trip, but it didn't make it back to the house. Started looking around, figured it wasn't anywhere we could see it in the boat. Figured I probably got left on the gunnel and someone found it at the boat ramp. Well, lo and behold, this year I was cleaning out the anchor storage, pulled out the dress socks and the anchors, pulled everything out of there to hose it all down. Yep, it ended up way up under there. So about 6 months it was gone.
but you still got it.
There she
Hey,
goes. She got a fish. Fish on.
okay,
All I
I
had to do
got
was
you
tell a
solo.
story.
Keep going, keep going. There you go.
She waits till it's raining to get a fish. We got to stand out here in the rain.
Let's see here. What was that? Mike Lockhart says, Danny, you might have a new subscriber. Great. I welcome everybody. That'd be awesome. Uh, Yeti is the best tumbler around. My coffee stays hot forever, says Lance Bakugai. Let's see. Benoit says,
They
we
are
use
hard to beat.
Milwaukee thermos.
It's hard to spend that money on them, but they are worth it.
Yeah. Well, on mine, actually, my stepdaughter got it for me. She works at a church, and they have a church like a store that sells stuff to raise money for homeless
There's
people and
good
food
fish.
banks and stuff. Let's see that fish. That she bought my Yeti cooler for $5 at a church auction.
That's awesome.
It's exactly like the one B's got.
I love it.
Uh,
Boy, those suckers are hard to get the lid off of them, though.
Oh my God, are you lying or what? My wife has to grab a hold of the bottom and I grab a hold of the top, and then still I can twist her around the table when she's holding on to
Oh,
it.
it's that.
Yeah, we've struggled with both of us locked into it with 4 arms on it and can't turn that lid.
Yeah, there's good fish.
Oh yeah, holy crap, that's a really good one.
Get a weight on it real quick. It's so nice when no one else is out here because it's raining.
Yeah.
Get the
Well,
weight
right
on
now,
it.
let's kind of run off from here. I mean, this whole parking lot in this is a Cottonwood Park. I am the only vehicle here. I mean, all up through there. There's not another soul here because it's just too dang hot. And they said, no, can't do it. What was that Benoit said a while ago? Uh, Benoit says they have a Milwaukee thermos. Beat the heck out of that thing, hot or cold, all day long.
I think that it's well.
Michael Grumpy Vince got an old Stanley thermos that still keeps it hot.
Oh yeah,
But my
I got.
cup leaks. The cup leaks.
Oh,
There ain't nothing worse than a leaky cup.
don't-
Especially if you're Lance Coup guy. Get it all in your beard. Just it goes in there with that Philly cheesesteak. Mike Greenwell says, where are Chris and B fishing today?
Hoover Reservoir, just north of Columbus,
Hoover!
Ohio.
There you go.
Because I'm counting down until Flathead time.
I know you are.
27.3. 27.3.
I figured he was pretty. He was pushing 30. I figured he was pushing 30. Mary Mercer says, "Well done, ma'am."
I don't know what these fish have been eating on, but all their lips that we caught today, all three fish we caught today, their lips are all beat up green.
Do you guys have mussel beds there?
No, no. And because that was kind of what I thought. Well, not that I know of. I've never.
Well, on the rocks here along the banks of Mississippi here, they've got a really bad because they're invasive species, but they've got a bad infestation of zebra mussels. Now those things just stick to the rocks under the water all out there, and you can catch blue cats. Their lips are almost torn down to the bone, but where they've been scraping those zebra mussels off of those rocks, and you can squeeze their bellies and you can feel the shells in there. Yeah, have you already threw that fish back? If you catch another one like that, his lips are tore up, just kind of feel of his stomach. Just gently squeeze it. And if you feel a bunch of crunchy, like rocks in there, they're eating freaking zebra mussels because that's what's in
Yeah,
his
I'm
belly.
squeezing it now, and now that's there ain't nothing. Actually, kind of somewhat empty stomach.
Yeah.
Now, we've got the zebra mussels on Lake Erie, and then a couple of the other smaller inland lakes now have them.
Yeah.
They're great for cleaning up the water, but they're not supposed to be there.
Well, they're really bad here. I mean, it's bad, so bad to the point that the last couple of years when we went through that drought, the water dropped down and exposed all the rocks. Well, the rocks were just absolutely covered. I mean, literally covered with zebra mussels. And when the sun started cooking them, it stunk bad. I mean, just rotten. All
Oh
those
yeah,
zebra mussels.
absolutely, just gets nasty. That's the way it is up at Lake Erie on all
Yeah.
of that. Oh, my
Danny.
What'd you do?
God! She hugged the fish and got slimy, and now seems shocked.
Really?
Hey, you never look better to me, sister. I love you covered in slime. I like you all slimy. The slimier, the better.
Me too.
Hey, you rubbing your hair.
Listen.
Uh, let's see. I had some questions here. Greenwell said, "Hey, get chaos fish with us." This is chaos fishing with us. Camera's messed up, but it's not. It's straightened up now.
Well,
Uh, it was.
the first time we went live playing with it, Mike was in there, and it was total chaos.
It was bad. It was
Yeah, he
bad.
says chaos fishing with us.
Yeah, it was
That's pretty
embarrassing.
cool.
It was
Mike
embarrassing.
Lockhart says, Danny asked Chris what type of reels he have on his poles. Well, tell him what you got there, Chris.
I'll tell them what I got right now, but I'll tell them what's coming too.
Well, have at it. This is your moment.
These are Penn Squall 20s, LW 20s. Like them, like the large frame, all that. But River Cat Tackle has a reel coming out soon. And River Cat Tackle brand reel coming out real soon. And Ancient Mariner has the Gym series coming out, which I'll probably use for my casting rod. You look at go to Ancient Mariner on website or on Facebook or TikTok. Look at those new Gym series. Magnetic has that's what's coming. But right now, yeah, I can't complain about the fish. I have no complaints. As many fish as we put on them, I've only had one I've ever had to fix. So,
And there's our fearless leader himself, Mr. John Cyclone in the house from River Cats Tackle. Be
yeah,
seeing
that's
John real soon. Let's see, Michael Grumpy Vet says Lake Cunningham up here has a wash station at the boat ramp, and it's mandatory to wash your boat off. Yes, because that's how a lot of those zebra mussels will get transported from one water system to the other. They actually get stuck on the side of the boats. There's like little larvae from those, I don't know what they're called, but I'm going to call them larvae. Uh, but the larvae from those zebra mussels will stick to the side of your boat, and then when you put it in another waterway or another system, they'll actually infest that water system too.
and
That's
we've
how they
seen it
got
happen
the,
here in Ohio. That's
yeah.
exactly what happened here. Yeah, that's
I'm
what
not,
happened. And by the time they realized what was going on, it was too late. So, like this reservoir, because most of the boats that come here are relatively small because of horsepower restrictions and all that, we don't have them here. But the lake just 10 minutes to the west of here is every surface in that lake is covered in zebra mussels.
oh yeah.
Now, the water is crystal clear over there compared to 30 years ago, but
Northern View Outdoors says, Chris, is there a thermocline out there, and what depth is that thermocline at, if there is one?
uh, Dan, we are in the North Pool, and I have not seen a thermocline in the North Pool. Now, in the middle pool, we were down there earlier and we were seeing hints of it down around 26 to 28 feet, so still fairly deep.
Oh, I gotta move my bait cooler out of the sun. That's good for my bait. There we go.
Why are you kicking all the You're fixing I'm not 16.
Oh. Let's see. Michael Griffith says Lake Searcy has blue-green algae bloom. Oh, that ain't good.
Right now, actually,
Well,
I don't get it because it does not look like water I want to be in.
well,
Needless
the
to
worst
say,
is if you're down on the Gulf and you get that red algae and you eat any of the oysters and stuff, it'll kill you dead or a dog. Benoit says we have green algae bloom and I can't see the bottom of it, depending on where you fish. Oh, crap bloom. Let's see. Lance McCoo got wire permission and says Wisconsin DRR brought a zebra mussel to clean Lake Michigan up. Then they overrun the lake, so they brought in gobies. Now they're a problem. You know
yes,
what?
they
That's the
are.
thing. Anytime that man interferes with a uh, water source, any kind of forest or anything like that, by adding to it, it never goes well. Never goes well.
You know what the best part is? We never learned.
No, but Mother Nature has put what is supposed to be there already there. You start adding to it, something's gonna blow up on you.
Don't you know? Man knows better than God and nature. What the heck?
Yeah. I mean, we've had discussions where they wouldn't survive here, but if they would, the Asian carp are a really, really big problem. There's too many of them. And there was people talking about bringing a Wells catfish and putting them in the Mississippi River. Like, number one, they won't survive the winter. We got a rod. Oh, big rod's going down. Oh, crap.
Get it, Danny, get it. Dad, you gotta entertain me. Danny needs to go catch fish. Oh, no.
Nope.
Oh, get off there. He got off there. Crap. I got here too late.
No.
I got here too late. What did I have on that? I had a whole shit. That's one of the disadvantages of sitting way back here in the shade. I'm way away from the rods. Yeah, that was Black Betty. I mean, he boom, he slammed it. But by the time I got there, he got off. But I had a whole shad on that one, so we're going to rebait that with a whole shad and get it right back out there. But there's our first good takedown of the day. Unfortunately, the fish didn't stay with us. He's going to come by and say hi and leave.
Danny, I know you got a lot of shad in one throw yesterday.
Yeah, but I got some. I always like to have super fresh. So I went up here to Spillway Dam and threw it and caught about 15 more that were just a little bit bigger. And I'm going to use those today. And when those are used up, then I'm going to start using the ones from yesterday. And we are throwing this one way out.
Oh, now. There's no one else out here.
Whew, yeah, it's a long ways down there to the rods, and I can't run as fast as I used to.
You're doing better
Not
than
even
me because you
close.
can run.
Yeah.
I don't run.
Well, if I run more than 3 times, I have to take a day off from work. Yeah, 3 times is
If
generally
I'm
my limit
running,
of running.
you better check what's chasing me.
Yeah, you better run too, because something's coming.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, okay. Let me back up and see what I missed there. Dang, I'm out of breath. Oh, I did it again. What did I do? Oh, I see. Okay, there. These buttons are all weird on the phone now. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see, I already asked that question there. Lance says zebra mussels overrun Lake Michigan. Yeah. That's when John came in. Okay, that's where we're at now. Let's go on down here. Yeah, already read that. Everybody saying hi to John. There was Northern View's thermocline question. Where did I leave off at?
We got some rain coming
There's,
down now. If that gets,
do you?
you can
I
kind of
thought I
hear it
heard.
on
I
the
thought I heard
awning.
it
If that
picking.
gets too loud, let me know and I'll mute it.
No, it's just a gentle, relaxing pecking noise right now. It's not like beating like a drum or nothing. Whew. Yeah, it is a long ways down there to that rod, Mike. He said,
Or
Danny just
no,
ran a
we're going to
mile.
get a fish, and it's going to be a 5-pound one that makes us fight in the rain. Watch.
Oh, God, yeah. Yep, I was just a little too slow getting down there to that.
Oh, fish.
Oh, and Lance says that the DNR brought in salmon to control the smelt, and now the smelt are gone. So now they got to bring in something to control the salmon and put some smelt back in there. It's like playing checkers, man. Danny needs a scooter to get there quicker. No, I need freaking grandkids here sitting down there underneath an umbrella, and when I say, hey, right on the left, right on the right, and all I got to do is sit here and let them go and get them. It's so much easier for me when the grandkids are here. I just tell them third rod on the right or second rod on the left. They know what it means when you got 6 rods out. Well, at least I got a bite today. It makes me feel a little better. And pretty decent little bend on the rod. He was pretty aggressive. And he got my bait. I had a big shad on that rod. And most likely he had a hold of that shad and didn't have a hold of the hook, and he pulled that shad right off that hook. So I'm guessing it wasn't a huge fish. If it was a huge fish, he would have got the whole thing in his mouth. But he probably could only get about half that fish in his mouth. And so when he started pulling, put pressure on the rod, and he pulled hard enough and ripped its lips off. Because I got him hooked to the lips. Let's see, Two Stands says Danny needs to hook up a zip line to Black Betty. No, because my fat ass would keep going and break the pole and land in the river. Yeah, I'd come to the end of the line and just centrifugal force alone would just snap that line and I'd go right off in that water. So yeah, not doing that. Let's see. Michael Grumpy Vet says Washington State had invasive carp. They solved the issue by offering bounties on them. Oh, hold on. We got a blue rod going down. Hang on a second. Let me go. Is he going to take it? We may be fixing to start getting some bites, y'all. I don't know. He hit it pretty hard, but I don't think he's there. It's that blue rod, second one from the right, going right to left. It just got hit pretty hard. That one has fresh skipjack on it. No. That one has shad too. All 3 of the rods on the right-hand side have shad. The 3 rods on the left have skipjack. So yeah, that's another shad rod getting hit. Well, everything we caught last night was on skipjack. There was no shad bite at all, and we had fresh shad and fresh skipjack. Last night they wanted the shad. I mean skipjack. I apologize. I switched that. Yeah, last night they wanted the skipjack. They wouldn't touch the shad. And let's see here. Who was that come up in here? Who was that knocking on my door? I gotta go back. This is where. Paw. Oh, there's Grey Wolf Outdoors, Brother Danny. Well, how you doing, Brother Grey Wolf? Good to see you. So we missed Grey Wolf Outdoors coming in here, but he's here now. And we welcome him in with open arms. Come on in, sit on down, and sit a spell. I would tell you take your shoes off. I learned a lesson from that with Jerry Parker when he come in my camper one time. And I said, man, kick your shoes off, get comfortable. It took me 2 months to fumigate that camper out. No, it's so funny. We were doing I talked about the Crab Orchard meetup on September 19th and 20th. When we did it last year, Jerry
Yeah,
was he lives like 45 minutes from there, I think.
it's cool to
And
visit.
anyways, we had fished till 2 o'clock in the morning. It's me, Jerry, and Josh Dunnigan, and we were having a fantastic time. I mean, we were absolutely killing it. And that was on a Saturday night at 2 o'clock in the morning. And so Josh left and went home, and I jumped in the boat with Jerry, and we went back over to my camper where his truck was parked. And he said, well, he said, do you want to fish stand day in the morning? And I said, dude, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Uh, uh, you know, we're going to be pushing. He said, well, I'm going to run home and take a shower and come back. I said, dude, my camper has a shower in it. Okay, if you don't mind putting your dirty clothes back on, you can take a shower and you can use my shower. I got a towel, washcloth, and I'll even fix you a hamburger while you're taking a shower because I know you got to be hungry. And so Jerry stayed with the camper from 2 o'clock till about 7 in the morning when we got up and went out and did stand day and had a great time, and then we packed up and went home.
Nice.
Yeah, stand day was weird this morning without you, brother. It was weird.
Yeah,
I'm gonna I'm gonna try to work it out where the next stand day that I do, I think I'm gonna be skipjack fishing over here at this spillway down behind me. I'm wanting to I'll come up there and do some skipjack fishing while you guys are chasing catfish and carp. I know he's got
but
panfish in there too, but I'm throwing skipjack in the mix. I don't care.
it's like a bad twilight zone, you know.
Yeah,
Well, here's the thing: you can fish for anything on stand day. We did trout one for a couple days this winter. I did trout.
yeah,
So
yeah. I remember that. I remember that. Hey, there's Bob and Dora Reed fishing. What's going on? Say good luck, Daddy. Well, good luck, Chris and B too, Bob and Doreen. Uncle
oh
G!
wow, no respect.
Uncle G, Uncle G! The number one bank angler supporter in the whole wide world right there. Yes, sir. Love me some Uncle G, man. My granddaughter Coda, she got in an argument. She was arguing when we was down in the Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of America. Apologize for that. We was down at the Gulf Coast. How about that? I'll just go in the middle and keep everybody happy. We were on the Gulf Coast a couple weeks ago, and she was doing the Coda Cats Fishing live show, and Uncle Jeep was on there, and she was having an absolute blast, arguing with him and arguing with Andrew, and just picking on each other, because Coda likes that crap. If you're going to get on there and start harassing people and stuff, that's your girl right there. She don't care. I call her Little B. I mean, she looks a lot like me, you know. She's just a little version of me, you know. And she got the same dang attitude, I'm telling you. Uncle Jeep on, let's go bank anglers. That's what I'm talking about. Uh, let's see here. Ta-down. He said, I truly understand stand day. You will need to fish without any pants on. Been there, done that. For all you lucky ones that missed that particular episode. I got up late. It was wintertime, stand day. And I had the camera set up, was getting ready to go out there, and I ran out to the truck, was loading rods, and I was barefooted in my long johns in the snow. And it was on camera.
Oh,
Catfish Weekly says bluegills and catfish, that's what is for dinner. Man, Lyle been catching the crap out of me. I watched him for a little bit the other night. I caught the tail end of it, and he was catching, he was on a dock, I guess, because they were talking about, did you whack that rod with the dock with the rod? And Mark from Catfish and Crappie was up there kind of narrating why Lyle's out there showing how to do it right, fishing. And he was catching some pretty nice fish. Hey, there's Jerry Parker in the house right there, Parker Pursuits. Jerry Parker, what are you doing? You're supposed to be fishing with us today. He got the link, and he said he's going to try and make it. But Jerry did have a birthday party to go to today, and he wasn't sure what time he was going to be done with that. So there you go. But he's in the chat now.
he's on the continent of North America the way he's been traveling the world.
I know it. Well, crap, I'm doing This will be my second trip to Mississippi this month. I just got back. Now I'm turning around going back down there again. But luckily, this trip is only 5-hour drive. The first one was 8. So I got a 3-hour shorter trip this time.
We've got 12 and a half. Get to Vicksburg.
Ah, see, that's what it takes me whenever I go to Florida, pulling the camper, about 12 hours. I can get there in 10 if nobody has to pee. You can add 2 hours onto it for pulling off the road and peeing. When you got the 3
You
girls
must
in the
go
car
somewhere
with
in
you,
the Panhandle.
yeah, we usually fish. We don't go past the Panhandle. The furthest we went down is Panama City, and all the way back to the Floribama coast. We cover that area there from Floribama to Panama City. We've stayed at a lot of campsites down there. A lot of different ones. You'd be hard pressed to find a campsite along the Panhandle that we haven't at least stayed one night in. But we've hit them all. Bessie Parker says, got roped into barbecue for the family at birthday party. Yeah, I bet you they had to pull your leg real hard for that one, didn't they? And Uncle Jake says, Jerry Parker, undercover pit boss. Gray Wolf says, Jerry, you had me at barbecue. Well, so far, Chris and B have got a nice fish on there that was almost 30 pounds. It's just pushing the edge. I've had one good takedown. That's too fat to get down there and get it in time. It's too far and I'm too fat. I ain't running. I just do like a speed walk.
Jerry, I did not appreciate you bringing some to the bushes.
See, Ben Wallace says, we'll be driving to Florida next month, 15 hours with the dogs. You're going to have a blast. Oh, my God. My favorite state to visit, hands down. I absolutely love Florida. Unfortunately, most of the time when I go, when I go, usually it's not the hottest part of the freaking year. Every time.
You can 100% have it.
I love it.
My favorite places to visit is the UP in Michigan. Completely opposite.
Oh, really? You're freezing your butt off.
No, during the summer it's not bad. It's actually really nice.
Let's see here. So, what has Parker got on the grill? He's got ribs, brats, and potatoes. For all you vegetarians out there that don't like meat, here's a tater. I got a barbecue potato for you. Here, eat that. That's what I tell the vegetarians when I'm eating a steak. I caught this thing eating your grass. Let's see. And we got 50 people on YouTube, 6 on Facebook for a total. We're back up to 56 people in the house right now. It is 4:08. We've got, counting down the clock, we've got a little less than 2 hours to go, and we'll be on the Lance McCouga River Cats Tackle Show. That's what ends the RCT Sunday until we come up with something different. We may start adding on and do some late night stuff. You never know. We're kind of crazy, you know. Still trying to figure out some kind of a talk show maybe or something to do after stand day for the time slot that I was filling. But it's just too freaking hot to be on the water for me at that time. So I moved to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Still hot, but it's a little more bearable here. But we've got some time slots that we're going to fill up there and have it a full RCT Sunday for you guys once we get the game plan put together. We'll get everybody huddled up and start coming up with some ideas. But as of right now, RCT Sunday starts off with stand day in the morning. And then we take a little break. Then it goes to my show at 3 o'clock p.m. Central Time. And then after that, we follow up with the Lance McCouga River Cats Tackle Chat Show, which comes on 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. And we'll be heading over there after this show here is. But we got
Should be a lot to
some.
talk about over there tonight with all the new
Oh,
stuff and
absolutely.
Vicksburg and
Let's see. Benoit says I can't make jokes on your channel, Danny, about vegetarians. I'm trying to figure. There's like 5 different ways I can go with that one because I don't. We are talking about my buddy the Benoits. I tell you what, they don't care either. But I'm really hoping. I've sent out uh, I've sent out personal invites to a lot of people to be at the Crab Orchard meetup in September, and of course, I want the Benoits there. They were there last year. We sent out invitations to Roger, Dement, and Jackie. Uh, they were going to come last year, but they had a tournament or something going on. I think it was one of the Veterans tournaments or something. I'm not sure. But unfortunately, they were unable to make it because of that. But we absolutely had a blast dragging baits for. If you like to drag baits, Crab Orchard is the place to go. I mean, that is in my opinion, just for this tri-state area between Missouri, Illinois, and Kentucky, in our general area right here, those little 3 points, that's one of the best places to drag baits. It's freaking awesome. If you just like took the corner of those 3 states and made just like a big circle on them, yeah, Crab Orchard would have a star on it for best place to drag baits.
at your official Yelp review there.
Yep.
He said,
Yep.
"Yep."
Yep.
But we're gonna try and make it.
I hope you do. You're gonna have a blast. Um, you'll get to meet Josh Dunnigan and his wife Christina, which she's an absolute pleasure, man. She's
We got to
awesome.
meet them at the gathering.
Oh, you did? Well,
Oh,
then
no,
never
we didn't.
mind. But still come
No,
anyway.
we didn't. No, we didn't. I lied.
Okay, I didn't think they were there.
No,
And
I lied.
and of course, I know right now the ones that are absolutely 100% going. I've already booked my campsite. Is over by the fish cleaning station. Can you believe that? It's gonna be right outside my camper where they clean fish at, and I'm like, oh boy. And then, oh boy, Outdoors has got his site booked. He's going to be in A loop over there. I'm in B loop on the campground. So we're definitely going. Josh Dunnigan will absolutely positively be there with him and Christina and the kids. So we've got those all booked up and knowing that they're going to be there. Let's see, Living Water Outdoors. Hey, what's up? Hit the thumbs up or get the in your nuck wise guys. Yep. Rowdy Royal. I don't think I said hi to Rowdy. Rowdy's in here. Danny, how's the Hello Kitty sponsorship going? It sucks. They ain't sent me nothing. I pushed Hello Kitty stuff for so long, and they just would not endorse me. And so I finally just gave up with them. That's the second sponsorship I've tried to get that just let me down. First one was Jimmy Dean Sausage. I said, you know how much of that crap I've eaten? I said, I've eaten enough Jimmy Dean breakfast bowls for you to pay my sponsorship. And they still wouldn't sponsor me. And then we went for the Hello Kitty. But then they showed me the picture of the truck they wanted to send me, and I didn't like the tires on it. They said, you know what, forget it, deal's off. I'll drive that pink truck, but with pink tires, I can't do it. I said, you got to put black tires with white walls on it. If I'm going to look stupid, I'm going to look all the way stupid. Don't be half in it.
If I sponsored someone, it would have to be Lipton tea. Or if I had a sponsor like that, it would have to be Lipton tea.
Lipton tea.
Yeah.
You know, they say all that caffeine ain't good for you out there in the heat neither.
The tea is one of the best drinks you could drink when you're out in the heat, as long as you don't put sugar in it.
Oh, I can't drink it then.
I drink it without sugar.
Oh no, I'd rather eat dirt.
Ain't better.
I'll
Because
drink
your
that
face is
Mississippi River
supposed to
water
be.
before I drink tea with no sugar in it.
That is literally all I drink. I drink nothing else except unsweetened iced tea.
Let's see, Parker Pursuit says might come to Crab Friday night for a gathering, but Saturday River is right going to Alton Dam. Yeah, because that will be at the time for the keep it or toss it tournament. So Parker's going to show up there and fish with us that Friday night, but he's going to go to Alton Dam for the keep it or toss it tournament. Me, I'm just planning on catching a bunch of fish and tossing them back, and that's the place I want to go to do it. Uh,
I plan on targeting those flats you say you have.
you need to. I'll tell you what. You need to talk to Josh Dunnigan. He's got the areas. He can drop you pins and put you on them. He knows where those flatheads are. Um, I know the PB
Oh,
he caught was right outside the door of the camping spot that I had last year. That's where he caught his PB. So I know where he caught his PB at.
just
But
know that I will have looked up that lake and studied all its little things before we get there.
and bait at Crab Orchard is not an issue. Uh,
Good.
you you go up into one of the coves and throw a cast net and good luck pulling that boat. It's so full of freaking shad.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
we used to just like you throw and get a bucket full of shad, and after an hour or so, we'll dump them over the side, go up there and get another bucket full. There's so many of them, we don't care. Let's see, pickle juice is great in heat. It absolutely is. It's really good for you in the heat. It puts back the minerals and stuff. But I can't drink a whole jar of pickle juice because it gives me the squirts.
it's actually the salt in it because it makes you retain water.
Yeah, but if I drink too much pickle juice, I'm running to the bathroom and I'm shooting water.
Yeah, I won't. I love pickles, but I will not eat them.
Oh, I
But
do.
Danny, if we make it out there for Crab Orchard, I'll need someone who knows the area well during the day for dragging bait, and we'll target flatheads at night. So if
Yeah.
you're available, yeah, I'd love to put you on the boat.
Oh, absolutely. Richard Cluck and I have been there. Now, the guy that knows that lake better than anybody, he grew up on it as a kid. Like I said, it's Josh Dunnigan. He showed me and Jerry Parker and Richard Cluck uh, some of the best coves and spots for dragon baits. But I promise you that Josh Dunnigan has not released his best secrets about Crab Orchard. I promise you he hasn't. But under the right conditions, I think we can get them out of him.
He said he'd go fishing with me anyway. So
So there you go.
yeah.
There's Guerrero Bagre. You know, every time I see Guerrero Bagre, I'll think of Nacho Libre. Nacho Libre. It's Guerrero Bagre. Let's go, DSO. I'm trying, brother. I've done screwed up and lost one fish. But I'm pretty sure that bait I had on there was just a little too big for his mouth, and he grabbed the bait and pulled it off the hook. But not before he bent that rod down pretty nice. I mean, he put the old slamadoodle on it. And Guerrero says hello with us.
Howdy, Guerrero.
Yeah, my little battery pack I had on last night, I guess it's just finally kicked the bucket because I had it plugged in that whole time and it wasn't charging. I didn't even know it. I had two of them. One of them exploded in the passenger seat the other day because it was laying directly in the sun. Scared the piss out of me. I was driving down the highway and had that thing plugged in and had it laid on the passenger seat and it blew up. It sounded like a gun going off beside me.
I'd probably crap myself.
In case
Let's
anyone
see.
missed the video, you need to tell them what happened to you last Sunday night and how you got out of that situation.
You
Thanks to
talking about me?
Mr. Farley's white box there.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm going to have to tell them about that. But anyways, hold on a second. Guerrero Blogger says, I lost two last night but landed four. Okay, so landed four. I was going to add it this morning, but yeah. Anyways, guys, last Sunday, we did my show. It started at 3 o'clock, and it ran all the way to 6 o'clock our time. And then I did Lance's show, and we ran way over on that. Well,
No.
unbeknownst to me, I'd left the keys on in my truck, and now I was 20 something miles way back up in the woods. You got to have 4-wheel drive to get back there because you got to cross 2 flooded creeks that will wash a little car away, and there wasn't nobody coming. I mean, there I was, dead battery. What am I gonna do? And so I think, you know what? I'm gonna have to walk out of here. I'm gonna have to wade them creeks and be soaking wet and walk out of here 20 miles and get help. But then somebody mentioned, hey, you got that Farley light box with you in the truck? And I go, you know what? I do. And I took that freaking light box, and here, let me show it to you real quick. I want to make some changes here real quick. Hold on a second. I'll show you this light box that I got that Warren Farley made for me. But anyways, I took this light box right here, all right, and I popped it open, and I hooked to the terminals on that LED. I almost pinched my titty in that thing, and I hooked the battery cables to the jumpers to the terminals on there, and it fired that truck up like it wasn't nothing. And I called Warren and told him, I said, man, that light box absolutely, possibly saved my life tonight. Because, man, I was dead in the water and way from help. There wasn't nobody coming. And, you know, I'm not in the best shape right now at all. The doctors are working on me. They're trying to make me better, but they've still got a lot of work to do. 20 miles would have probably killed me. No doubt about it. I don't think I would have made it. It just been too much on my heart. Hey, there's police following behind us. I got caught. He circled through looking at me. It's police, man. Y'all be cool as cops. Now he's waving at me. He ain't worried about my ass. Yeah, he see you with that camera out. And God bless their hearts, man. The police try to do their job. But if they see somebody with a camera in their hand, they turn and go the other way like, I ain't want no part of this bullshit. They don't want no part of it. Oh, nope, don't want to be on camera. Thank you. Have a nice day, sir. I'm going to assume you have a license and registration and insurance and go my very way. Living Waters, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you again, Living Waters, for that. Oh my God, Chris and V, we've got 58 people on YouTube watching and 6 on Facebook for a total of 64 people watching in right now. Come on, Poles.
Thank you.
Catch a fish for me. Yes, very much appreciated. Let's see.
Terrifying.
Is it Warren Farley, crazy man talking to himself by the river? Yeah, that's what them cops think. So go, nah, I'm not filling out the paperwork on this one. I'll go back and find the rookie and goes, hey, I got a job for you. Go down there by the observation deck next to the river. There's some crazy old guy down there. Go down there and deal with him. And of course the rookie's gonna go, okay. Don't worry, boss, I'll get him. He'll come back wishing he hadn't. I promise you. No, I actually get along very well with law enforcement agents around here. The conservation agents are absolutely my favorite. They are top notch in our area. I have each of their ones that work in this area. I have their personal phone numbers that they've given to me. They've always been there anytime I needed them. And that, you know, that's another thing. If I'd have thought about it the other night, if I couldn't have got that truck started, I could have called them. They would have come and got me. I guarantee it. I guarantee you I can call those conservation agents, and they've got the vehicles to get back there, and they would have come and got me if I got in too bad of a pinch.
Well, they better, or they suck at their jobs.
Well, the one I got here, and I hope he doesn't mind because he watches the show. He is a subscriber, but Chris Barnes, absolutely fantastic. You know, he checks me just like he does everybody else every year. But once he checks me, he knows who I am, and he knows he's checked me. But he makes sure I have my license. On the Mississippi River, you're allowed 2 rods out. I've got 6 out, and the reason I can do that is because any more than 2, You put your name and your conservation number on them, and I can put out 50 freaking rods if I do that. Now, I don't know why in God's earth anybody would want to, because when the fish are biting, 6 rods is all I want to deal with. But to put out 50, yeah, that's just too much work for me. Plus, yeah, I was fixing to say, can you imagine the bait you're going to go through?
No way.
But yeah, you can legally put out 50 as long as you have your name and conservation number on each of those rods. And a lot of people don't know that. They think that the whole state is statewide is 3-rod limit in Missouri, and that's what they go by, and that's fine. They think it's a 3-rod limit on the Mississippi River, and that's what they go by, and that's fine. But it's actually a 2-rod limit on the Mississippi, and 3 in the rest of the state. However, in the rest of the state, you can have, like I said, okay, in the rest of the state you can have 33 rods total. Any place but the Mississippi. Okay, you can have 33. Now you're allowed to have 3 unlabeled, but you can have 30 more additional rods if you label. That's the rest of the state. Mississippi River, you have a 2-rod limit. But if you label them with your name and conservation number, you can have up to 50 rods, 50, which is crazy. I mean, they lowered the limit for what you can have just basically from 3 to 2, but they upped the limit on the maximum amount you can have if you label. Go figure, you know. Somebody got their math reversed on that one.
Yeah, I know when I worked out in Iowa and I bought my fishing license out there, they had a cool program. I guess you're allowed to fish with 2 if you buy a fishing license, but then you can purchase a permit for a 3rd one,
Yeah.
which they said that money goes to kids fishing events and stuff like that to get kids fishing.
Which in my opinion is an absolutely fantastic idea. Whoever came up with that, you're a freaking genius.
It was like $10, and I think every state should do that. Ohio,
I agree.
Ohio was 2 until 3 or 4 years ago. Then they switched it to 3 on federal waters, which is Lake Erie and the Ohio River. And then they switched it all over to 3. They missed an opportunity there to collect money. Iowa, that just seems to be ideal.
Yep. Let's see, Living Waters Outdoors.
$10 extra for every rod, just to.
Oh, absolutely.
I knew going towards kids stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's the thing. We always talk the talk about how, we want to get kids into it. We need to promote fishing to kids. But when you start putting your money where your mouth is, then they know you're serious.
Absolutely.
We try.
You know, I mean, I love to see more kids get out of some of the bad stuff they're doing these days and get in fishing. I'd absolutely love it. Have I done all that I could do to promote that? Absolutely not. I haven't. I've fallen way short of that. But if given the opportunity like you're talking about right now, where you can purchase that extra permit, I think a lot of people would do it because it's something they can do right then, right there to make a difference. You know, and I think it would be very effective. Let's see, what was that question I saw here? Let's see, Warren Farley said, if I could put 50 rods out, there still wouldn't be a fish caught. Let's see here. Let's see, Chris, Iowa. Okay, this is from Michael Grumpy Vet. He said, Chris, Iowa lowered the 3rd rod price in Iowa. Okay, so apparently they lowered that price.
When I was out there a few years ago, I think if I remember correctly, it was $10, which I mean, definitely worth it, and it's going to a good cause. Yep, Ohio missed the opportunity to do the same here.
Yep. Lance says, when I lived in Texas, I used to run 10 rods. Sometimes it was crazy. Even crazier when I was drinking. I can imagine. Oh, hell, they're all moving. You start seeing double. I got 20 rods of been over. Oh my god.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
Lance. He might have thought they were rods and they were snakes. He's
Yeah.
he's crazy about them snakes.
They're so cute. Oh my gosh.
I know. Them the pieballs, not pieballs, but the ball pythons with the different patterns on them. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Oh my
See,
gosh, they
living.
look so cute, so little.
You just
Yeah.
brought up pieball there. Did you see James Cool Cats caught a pieball last night in the tournament?
Yes, yes. I haven't got to see it yet.
It
I've
was
got
a
to go
cool
back and
fish.
watch that.
It
But
was a
yeah,
really cool fish.
well, I told him, I said, I'm going to have to get James's certificate printed off and his card carrying membership to the Piebald Club and get that to him. But Living Waters Outdoors says, have you caught any piebalds this year? The last piebald I caught was on a stand day, believe it or not. And Dustin was co-hosting with Stan, so I think that was in the fall of last year. I'm pretty sure it was. I think that was fall of last year, the last piebald I caught, which was my 18th. 18th, you heard me, 1/8 piebald that I've caught in my lifetime. And yes, we have pictures and videos of all of them, and every one of them. I've had people ask me which one's your favorite. Of course, I always say the question mark piebald for sure. But you know, I go back and look through the pictures and try to pick one, and there's so many different cool things about each one. You can't say that's my favorite. You can't. It's too hard. It's like saying which one of your kids do you love the most.
Oh, that's
Some
easy.
people can answer the question. I've had people say, "Oh, I can absolutely tell you which of my kids I love the most." Not a problem.
Three girls and a boy. Guess which one's the easiest?
The boy.
Facts.
Let's see here. Michael Grumpy Vet. Chris Double Ang Fishing. Oh, I think he said double hook angling fishing. Bought a year out of state license and it was $48 or 72. I can't remember, but it was cheap. Okay. See,
Yeah,
Chris
when I was out
Double
there, I
A
was
Fishing.
surprised.
Okay.
I was surprised it was relatively inexpensive because I was out there for a month or so and wanted to go fish the Mississippi River and yep.
Well,
And what was it?
a lot of states I fish, they're really not that high for the year. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Mr. NJ, the fishing maniac, in the house. What is up, Mark, my brother? Great to see you in here. Man, you can only dream about doing as good on YouTube as Mark does. He is a killer, man. That guy just got it figured out. He's a beast on YouTube. I don't try to be good, I just try to stay alive. I figure if I can do a show without dying, I've accomplished my goal. You know what I'm saying? There's 10 times I've pushed the limit. You're like, oh, not getting out of this one. But somehow, by a miracle, I would. I couldn't get over my partner Ronnie last night while we were fishing. We first showed up. He jumps out of his truck. He ain't got no shoes on. He ain't wearing no shirt. And I said, you know we're going down these freaking rocks, right? And he goes, yeah. He said, dude, he said, I walk barefoot every chance I get. He said, if I don't have to have shoes on, like if I'm not going in a store or something, he said, I don't wear shoes. And he was hopping down them rocks on his bare feet, and I'm like, man, forget that. I had on tennis shoes and it was hurting my feet. But he was running down them rocks barefooted.
Oh,
Lisa Swain, the catfishing ladies in the house. What is up, Lisa? Good to see you. Another one of the river cats tackle people right there.
We will see Randy and Lisa next weekend in Vicksburg.
Absolutely.
Them.
I'm hoping that me and Jeremy and Andrew get to spend at least a little time with you guys. I really do. I'm trying to think.
I'm here for 5 minutes as long as I get to see you guys.
Well, I'm going to be pulling in there Thursday night and going to the Airbnb. I may try to leave work early, but they're already giving me Friday off and Monday off. And man, that's taking a big machete chopping my check up. I'm like, well, I ain't getting no kind of paycheck this week, man. But it'll be all right. It's gonna be worth it because we're gonna go down and win that, and I'm gonna take all that money home with me. You get first place in that tournament, I'm taking off work for a month. I said, I'm going back and doing another one, man. Forget y'all. And we will be at the Memphis, the Bass Pro Pyramid. That's coming up in September. On September the 13th, the River Cats Tackle Crew will be at the Bass Pro Pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee. We were there last year, had a fantastic time. If you've never been to the Pyramid, I absolutely encourage you to come down there and see us and take a tour through that place. They have got some awesome. It's better than any aquarium you've ever been to. They got giant catfish, giant alligator gar swimming around there live. They're not stuffed and hanging on the wall. These are live animals swimming. Big giant flatheads. I can't wait for V to see those. V, if you can make it to Memphis, I'm going to take you in there. I'm going to escort you straight to the flathead area where they got a big giant pool and you can see through the water. It's so crystal clear, and some of the biggest flatheads you've ever seen in your life.
That would be amazing, but that time of year is like all our kids, grandkids, Christmas, birthdays, every one of them. Not to mention Christmas.
That's why I'm saying if we can.
Yeah, that's September is real bad. We have 3 back-to-back grandkids' birthdays.
Yeah. Uncle Jeep says, isn't there a small hotel inside as well? Yes, sir, there is. And that's what's crazy about it. You got a hotel up there on the second or third floor of the pyramid, and they lock the store up at night, but you can still get in and out from the hotel. But you can actually walk out in the balcony of your hotel room. They each have a little balcony, and you can stare down into the freaking store and see all the cool stuff down there from your hotel room. Let's see, Lance is planning on Memphis. I can't wait to see Lance in Memphis. And we do have a team that's going to be fishing the Mississippi River Monsters at Memphis too.
I forgot I have a kid's birthday in September too.
Well, if you can't make it, we're going to shoot a bunch of flathead videos for you. We'll walk around and do the whole tour, and we'll shoot the video and send it to you.
Yay.
Won't be as good as being there, but it'll give you an idea that when we do the next one the year after, because we're going to do them every year, you have to try to make arrangements. If each of them kids are going to be old enough, you're like, you know what, you're old enough, you don't need a birthday party no more.
Yeah. The teenage boy, he's good. It's the 3 girls.
Yeah.
And they're all like 12, 11, 9. Still very into that stuff.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Lyle Stokes from Catfish Weekly says, where does Chris and V live?
Ohio.
I was going to say in a house. Ohio.
We're awake. Ohio. We are just 30 miles north of Columbus.
We live in the middle of nowhere, but this is our home waters. We're 20 minutes away from our home waters.
But we can have the boat at the ramp from the driveway to the ramp in 20 minutes, backing it down in about 20 minutes.
Nice. I can make it from my house to this spot here in 25.
Nice. Which is awesome since the state record flat is in here and I'm chasing him.
Now there's some crazy stuff you see on the Mississippi River here. You guys can't see it because it's so far out there, but there goes a boat, and it's pulling one of those cotton picking inflatable, like little deals that you ride on and hang on to the handles. And he's dragging a crap load of kids on that thing out there in the Mississippi River. Now I would never freaking do that. Never do that. Nope, lost a
Well,
kid. He lost a kid. I'm assuming they got on life jackets. But he's turning around to go back and get him, pick him up.
They better have life jackets on in the Mississippi.
Oh my God, there are undercurrents out there that will absolutely suck you straight down. If you ever seen, I've been out here on the boat. Me and Richard's been out here on the boat, and we have seen whirlpools come up in the middle of this river that would be bigger than your boat is long, and bigger in diameter than your boat is long. And you just gotta dodge and go away from them. You're like, man, I know it's probably not gonna suck the boat underwater, but I'm not gonna be the one to find out. I'm not gonna test
Nope.
that theory.
Nope.
I've seen trees floating down that would just start spinning, and it would pull the root wad down, and the trunk of the tree would stick up in the air and be going like a swizzle stick in a good margarita and swirling in the river because it's caught in a whirlpool. Yeah, see, there's Dalton Lee says, catching me, Danny. I've had one good takedown, and I couldn't get down in time to get to it. Kristen B caught one, uh, just under 30 pounds. I can't remember exact weight, so I'm going to keep saying just under 30 pounds. It was almost 30 pounds. By the time this show's over, I'm going to round it up 30. It's easier for me to remember that number than it is whatever it was. But it was close. Yeah, we've got one good takedown on the shad. We've got 3 rods on the right with those are baited up with fresh shad. I've got whole shad on the big rod down there, the 16 footer, and I've got a split shad on the 2 next rods from the right to the left. And on the 3 rods on the left side, those are all cut skipjack, every one of them. And I don't have a headpiece on there, which is very unusual for me because that's my favorite piece of the skipjack to use, is the headpiece.
I have a lot of luck on head.
Oh, me too.
Oh my God.
Shut up! Shut up!
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm just letting that scoot on by. If you just ignore it.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, look, it's nice out. It's not
I'm saying,
raining.
yeah. Yeah, I hear that.
Wow. Ouch.
Oh my God.
Sorry about
Let's see,
that.
Dalton Lee said, I saw your video of that cast net full of shad. That was wild. Y'all know, dude, man, I hunted all day yesterday and threw that net. I went to like 20 different spots. And I'd throw the net and I'd pull it up and I'd have like 1 bluegill in there. And I'd go to their spot, throw it up, and I might have 2 bluegill in there. And going from spot to spot and just picking up a bluegill here and there. And I got the live air ready to take in the back of the truck. And I was hoping to get some small carp or some shad. And after about 19 spots, I finally said, you know what? I got one more place down the road here. You got one?
Yep.
All right, you're going solo. You are live solo. Get it. But anyways, long story short, the last spot I went to, I picked the net up and I threw it. And when I went to pull it up, it was so full of shad, it was just freaking me out. One throw and caught all those. I must have hit the school or something. But there was a culvert pipe draining off into a ditch, and the water was swirling there. And I threw that net right on that swirl, and when I pulled up, it's full of shad. Ah, there's Hooks and Hammocks. Chris Telly's in the house. What is up? Good to see you. Good to see you. And a hush falls over the crowd. Chris leans into the rod. Can he do it? He's working the fish. V standing by, vigilant, waiting.
Wrapped up in the line.
I can't tell what size he is from the way he's moving.
We could have got some water back there. I just came unwrapped. I think the game unwrapped.
Was he wrapped up?
Yeah, he was wrapped up and on top of the water and
Yeah, when they get
basically
wrapped up
wrapped
like
up.
that, you feels like a you can make a 5 pound fish feel like a 30.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad fish, but
Yeah,
it felt
but
a lot bigger.
man, I've been so embarrassed before. I've hooked into some little bitty fish and we're tied up like a cowboy, got a hold of them. And I'd be saying, "Oh my God, guys, it's a good fish. This is a good fish." And get it up and be like a 5 pound blue cat. I'm like, never mind. Yeah, you
It's
pull them in
not a bad
sideways.
fish. Not a bad
No,
fish.
it's
It
not.
felt like it was double that size when.
Yeah, when you're pulling them in sideways, they absolutely feel huge. No, wait a minute. What did I miss? Lisa Swain says, Chris and Telly, once again, I'm glad you're okay after that nut case last night. What did I miss? What happened with hooks and hammocks?
Yeah, good little fish there.
Oh, yeah. You think he's bigger than that last one?
No,
No,
no.
no, no.
I can't see the screen. I just have to take your word for it.
Probably half that last one.
Okay. So we're looking at about 16.5.
13.7. 13.7.
You could have lied and made me look better.
Or whatever you said. I like what you said better, but yep, good
Yep.
looking
That's
healthy
a
fish there.
very
Come
good
on,
looking
skinny
fish.
side.
Very good looking fish. And see, that's what's crazy about it. Crab Orchard Lake that we're going to will have channel cats in there that big. Uh, the last time that we all went out together, me, Josh Dunning, and Jerry Parker, Josh Dunnigan landed a 16-pound channel cat, and Parker got a 14. My
Chris
biggest
and
down
I,
there was a 13.
Chris and I's PDs are 20. What are they? 26,
Oh yeah,
28.
Chris and Telly said a giant cabin cruiser nearly run us over. I heard somebody say Chris and Telly boat almost hit them
What?
because right after, yeah, a cabin cruiser almost ran over them in the tournament last night. And then,
Holy cow!
and who was it? Fishing not catching. I think it was them. Some bunch of redneck hillbillies floated up in a tube.
Oh my
they were
gosh!
they were 6 feet from him in the dark, and he turned the light on and goes, "Oh crap! Bunch of hillbillies over here too." he started he started f bombing them and telling them to get out of there. Man, he went crazy on them. He wasn't putting over that crap.
Are Chris and Telly okay? Everything went okay?
Yeah, they didn't hit them, but they almost got them. But they said it absolutely ruined the night for them.
I bet they about crapped themselves.
Down the Ohio River.
I'm not sure. I'm assuming that's where they were.
I'd have crapped myself.
Yeah, a giant cabin cruiser. Could you imagine that though? See that
No,
thing barreling down on you?
no, I'd crap myself.
I mean, their boat's not small by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, should have been able to see it. Should have been. That's crazy.
I'm so
You know,
glad they're okay. That's awesome.
and I'm not making fun of the situation by any means, but the only thing that can come to my head right now, the only picture I've got, if you remember that scene in Caddyshack where Rodney Dangerfield's got that big giant boat, and old Ted, what's his name, was in that little bitty old boat, and he come through there, cut that boat in half, and they jumped off the sides of the boat. I'm picturing Caddyshack with the giant yacht. And I wouldn't be making that joke of Chris and Tilly. Of course, you know, if they got ran over by a boat, I'm not going to joke about it. But they didn't get hit, so I'd be like, oh, too soon? Yeah, they're standing on shore soaking wet. They had to swim for their lives, and their boat's out there. Probably a little too soon to make a joke about it.
I mean,
Now, I
I'm just
know
glad they're okay.
when Cody Payne from 3+1 Outdoors, when their boat got hit and it got destroyed the boat, lost all their gear. and everything. And Cody and them were fine, fortunately. Um, but man, it wasn't no time at all. People were just ripping him a new one because it was his dad's boat, and they were like, "Well, what'd you learn, Cody? What did Larry learn? Never let Cody drive a boat again."
Well,
Gray
like that,
Wolf, go ahead, sis.
all you can do is laugh about it. That's
Yeah,
it. I mean, as long as everybody's okay.
yeah.
All
If you
you can
don't
do
get
is
killed,
laugh
laugh.
about it. Huh?
But Chris has Chris and Telly have a cool new project. Those little 12-foot plastic boats. Yep, that'll be neat once he gets it up
Yeah.
on there.
Let's see. Gray Wolf Outdoors says we have buttholes like that here. I live 5 minutes from the lake near me, and we have what we call Lakers who think that they're better than us locals. Well, the more money you got, the more of an attitude you generally have when you buy something big like that. Not
Yeah.
everybody. I've met some of the nicest people in giant yachts and stuff that would wave at me and holler and hey, and how you doing in your little bitty john boat? You look like an idiot, but we love you. Don't get killed. But then you got the ones that think that you don't deserve to be on the water with them because they got more money than you. There are some out there like that, trust me. H. Lee
Well,
Osborne in the
we
house. Welcome
know.
in.
That's Lake Erie. There's money on Lake Erie, and they let you know it.
Well, you even see it here on this reservoir.
Oh, yeah.
You can't. There are no houses on this reservoir under $1 million,
Oh, yeah.
uh, and you
We,
can. It's 10 horsepower limit, but um, they still do it in their pontoons just right in front of you. I had one last week just cut within 10 feet of the bow of the boat while we were going along.
there's a house right over there, right, I mean, almost straight ahead, that is literally 3 city blocks long.
It's
Wow.
huge.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's insane. And the guest house is as big as yeah, I don't even know how to explain it.
well, the company I work for, the guy that owns it, it's just one individual owns that company. And he is a multi billionaire, I don't know how many times over. And he bought two lake houses on Kentucky Lake that are above or upstream of Kentucky Dam. And he sent us over there. He sent 10 different crews over there to go in, and his wife went through and she drew out the plans. She wanted basically just rip everything out, and I want it to be mine. So we had to remodel those entire houses. But when we're breaking stuff, I walk down and it's got its own private boat dock down there where it's got a roof over it and everything. It's got refrigerators, soda machines, and stuff like that on the boat dock that he owns. And there's a huge boat park there. And I looked at him and goes, "What did that thing cost?" He said, "About 350,000 is what I paid for that one." He said, "That's my small boat."
That's funny.
He said, "That's my little putting around boat." You're around about
Who was it you
350,000
tell
for that
that?
one.
Oh,
Small
But
Water Charter says, "I'm the guy your mama warned you about on the water."
ooh, we're coming by one of my favorite houses out here right now.
well, the house that's right to beside us here, all glass on the back. I mean, you can like actually see their bed up in there. I don't know how
That's
well I would sleep like that.
kind of kinky, man.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no.
you got some freaks in that house. They're like, "Hey, check it out."
Yeah.
Are
I
you trying?
sitting there in the woods. That second story, you can like actually see their mattress and all that
Ooh, show them the white
Really?
window. I love this white
when
one.
we get up there. The one
I'm
directly in
sorry.
front of us has its own putting greens, and well, I think there's a couple par threes or something there with it.
I ain't gonna lie. If I lived in that house, I'd be standing up there naked as a jaybird, drinking a cup of coffee, watching boats go by, waving at them. I'd be waving like
I
Forrest
know.
Gump be naked with my hand on the hip, waving like Forrest Gump.
Could you imagine me living on this lake? I would never get a single thing done. Ever.
Wintertime
No, I
when
wouldn't.
it's frozen.
No, I'd have my own dock. I'd get it out here. I would be living on this water. Living on it.
There was a time in my life I dreamed of owning a houseboat. I
I
just
would do that in a heartbeat.
I
Live
don't know.
on the
I
water and
think in
fish.
the long run, it'd probably be a whole lot of headaches attached to that. I mean, just being realistic, yeah, it sounds like the dream come true, but I guarantee you there'll be so many problems that you have to deal with that. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just assuming it because look at what we have to go through with a boat. The reason I don't run a boat now is because I got two of them in the backyard with 6 motors that are tore all to pieces, and I've been bank fishing for 12 years now because of that. But the money you put on just a regular boat for stuff breaking and tearing up. Now, let's build one and put a house on it and see how much trouble you have out of that. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like
Now,
a great idea.
now, Danny, you left us full screen, so I want to do something here. All right,
You've been full screen for 4 minutes, dude.
I know this house here has a dock. That house has a dock. The really big house over there has a dock. There's several docks down through here. You see what's missing though? There's
What?
no boats on them. There are no boats on them. They're for their neighbors to come visit.
Oh,
It,
because they come across the lake and stuff.
yeah, it's weird. Over half the docks out here have no boats.
Well, you think about it. If you got friends that live on the other side of the lake, what's faster for them to get their car and drive around the lake, or just shoot straight across?
Shoot straight across, and that's what they
This
do out
seems
here.
smart to me.
Yeah, but it's amazing. All these, I'll say, 90% of the houses here don't even have boats on their dock. Nope.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Hey Biff, are you and Tiffany bringing the casserole to the potluck dinner tonight? We're loading it on the boat now. We'll be there in a minute."
Yeah.
Some of these houses are just insane. You're like, why? Why? Why do you need one that big? You
I wish
even
I had
know who
somebody.
lives there? Like, we
I
could
wish I had
become
some.
squatters and they wouldn't know we were there.
Oh my god. But that's where you get a lot of Karens too. Pull up on one of them boat ramps and tie your boat off to it because you're having some kind of mechanical problem. Oh, they'll come down there. It's insane. One of the houses that my boss bought over in Kentucky, at Kentucky Lake, there was a lady actually out there with painting the grass where her property line was to tell us don't get over there. You guys are doing all that remodeling, tearing stuff up? Because it's an HOA. I would never live in a freaking HOA. Forget that.
No,
Can't do it.
you cannot tell me how to live. No.
Yeah, the lady come over there. She went and got the guy. There was a guy on one side that lived there, and a lady that lived in a house on the other side. And I seen her go out her driveway. She walked down the street and went past the house and went into his house and knocked on the door. And then here they both come walking up the driveway, and they wanted a list of all the repairs and all the modifications that we were going to make it. And I'm like, right now, I don't know who the hell you are, and it ain't none of your damn business. You got to call the guy that owns this place. I don't know. But anyways, my boss called me and said, "Stop talking to people like that." He said, "For God's sakes," he said, "I got a house next to them people. Stop pissing them off." I said, "Well, okay, I'll live here." I said, "You give me that house, I'll be really nice to them."
Yeah, no way people are telling me how I have to live. No.
Oh, they wanted blueprints and all that. I said, "You have got to be freaking kidding me."
Yeah,
I
I
said,
wouldn't have handled that well.
Yeah, because we were in there. She wanted us to go in and get the blueprints. But I said, "I'm not doing that." I said, "You need to call the guy that owns this. If he wants some blueprints handed to you, he can hand them to you. I'm not giving you nothing out of this house." And she got hostile, man. She goes, "I'm so and so and so with the HOA. And if you guys are in here doing stuff that's a violation, we need to know about it." I said, "Well, you'll find out when we're done, bitch." I got in trouble that day.
Yeah.
But one of the guys ran a track hole around the backyard, and he got 3 inches across the property line. And she freaking come unglued, man. I mean, she just absolutely come out there and just chewed his head off.
People are weird.
Yeah, he went 3 inches onto her property. And she come out there and said, "Oh, you're going to have to get somebody down here to repair this. And I just had this sodded, and that's brand new sod. You're going to have to pay And she was out there trying with a ruler and measure, trying to figure out how many square yards. I said, lady, you got on your yard for 3 inches for about 6 feet. No problem. We'll take care of it.
They're weird.
It's entitlement. But you know,
I guess it's something. That's
you
not
know
the
what I've
word I
noticed in
have
life?
for it,
You
but
know what I've
okay.
noticed in life? And now I'm not going to make a general assumption here, but in my experience, not all of them. I'm going to stress this: not all of them, but a lot of the people who inherit that kind of money are usually the assholes because they didn't. The people before them worked and built the company and got that fortune established, and they just handed it to them. The people who actually bust their butts and build that company, 9 times out of 10, are the most respectful, and they'll treat you better because they know what it takes to get that, and they know without their employees that they wouldn't be where they are. But people that just get it handed to them, I'm going to say 60% of the time, they've got a freaking attitude problem.
I
But
have
that's
sat
just my
with the
opinion.
homeless. I have sat with the homeless and had a meal, and I assure you, I have sat at the tables of millionaires and had a meal. And I'm going to tell you, I'll take the homeless, thanks.
Well, I mean, I draw the line. I mean, I met one in Boston one time, and he was nice and everything. I was walking by, and he goes, "Hey, sir," he said, "You want half this sandwich?" And I'm like, "Man, why would I take your sandwich? I mean, you're living on the street and stuff." He said, "Well, it didn't cost me nothing. I got it out of the trash can."
Is what? That's hilarious. But you know what? The odd thing is they would give you everything they have and
Dude, I
not
have
bat
seen
an
them.
eye about it.
I have seen them make you hand them $6 and they'll hand somebody else 3.
Yep, it's just
That's a drug deal, Danny.
stop it.
You tell me where you buy any drugs for $3, cause I'm going there.
Count me in.
I'm
Road
taking
trip,
$30 and coming back loaded.
road trip.
I'm kidding, guys. Any drugs I take are prescription from the doctor. Every
I'm
one of
kidding.
them.
I don't even touch prescriptions. Anything. Nothing.
Hey, there's Off the Hook Outdoors. Ted's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Ted from Off the Hook Outdoors. Uh, I can't. Every time I see Ted, I take a minute and tell him thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a long while back when I started stuff, but Ted and dadgummit, now fish, the Sunfish King. You ever get that brain fart where something stuck in there and it don't come out? But
Yeah.
Off the Hook Outdoors and Sunfish King, they did a lot to promote my channel, and I probably wouldn't be halfway to where I am now without Ted.
Well, hopefully Ted's feeling better. I don't know if you missed it earlier or not, but he took a baseball to the face, and he looked pretty rough in the picture I saw.
Dude, I think it was last year or year before last. He was going through, I think, elbow surgeries or something. Man, he's just constantly getting beat up, tore up, man. I mean, he lives wild now when he goes out fishing and hunting. He don't go in slow motion. He's full bore. He does a lot of hunting stuff, man, and he's hardcore on that stuff. Ted says I got a broke face. Well,
That picture,
so does
that
Parker,
picture
but
looks
nobody
terrible.
realizes it.
I mean, he is a bass fisherman, so
Now,
you
Ted,
know.
Ted, Ted does a lot. I mean, yeah,
I
he
mean,
primarily does bass, but I watch a lot of his
I'm
hunting
just
stuff
kidding. He
too.
was a blast. He was an
Yeah.
absolute blast.
Oh, he's a great guy, absolutely. And I wish he wasn't in here because I'd even talk better about him, but I don't want to get his head all swelled up. No,
Well,
he's
yeah, I
absolutely
don't either because
fantastic.
he's a bass fisherman, but you know, he's alright for a bass fisherman, I guess.
Well, you got to think about it. How much does it mean to a bass fisherman when a cat fisherman gives him a compliment? He goes, "Yeah, whatever, thanks."
I'll like him even better when he's bass fishing beside me so I can have bait.
No, if you've never watched any of his hunting videos, he's got some great hunting videos too.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. No,
Oh yeah.
no, we
Oh yeah.
won't be
Never
doing
mind,
that.
D. That's not that comment wasn't for you. It's for everybody else in chat.
I will not be doing that one.
So you love Mountain Dew. They'll lose them.
Who?
Oh, there you go. I still had John Solo. Did you say you love Mountain Dew?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, you know it's made out of chicken gizzards, right?
I do not drink anything but tea.
Tea. Some poor little plant had to die if you drink that tea.
And it's amazing. It's amazing. And I love that plant like there's nobody's business.
What time we got? 5:05. We've got 55 minutes to go, guys, and then we're going to be going to the RCT chat show on Mr. Lance McCougar of the Hawaiian Fisherman Channel. Make sure you hang around and don't miss that. If you don't want to hang around here, come back.
Hold on. No. Chris is going to catch a 50 plus blue and you're going to catch an 89 to beat your PB. Let's do this.
I'm going to catch this picking black ant that keeps crawling up my back, biting me on the neck.
Unfortunately, my catches are for next show.
There you go. There you go.
Because yours isn't on in time.
Yeah, no, Andrew's dinging our RCT chat group. And every time I hear a ding, 9 times out of 10, it's Andrew going, what's going on? He is on top of everything, boy. I tell you what, he don't miss much. And Lance says, yes, the show is set up, Andrew. Get off my back. He didn't say the last part. I just felt like adding it. Oh, Mr. Tully 41, welcome in.
That, though.
I was gonna say, it sounded like Lance.
It did. I believed it. I believed it.
No, he said, yes, it's all set up and ready to go. Andrew was worried about having the show set up for after this. We're going to jump over there. It's going to be more fun than this, but we're having a great time. But you want to have a better time, go to the RC chat show tonight. We got a lot of things to talk about. Chris and V, I think you're going to be up there fishing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I may pop up there fishing. I got a couple things to do here, and then we'll see. I'll call the wife in between shows and make sure everything's cool there. I may hang around for a little bit. We'll see. I don't really see the point in it. Fish aren't biting.
Sometimes fishing shows aren't about the fish, right?
Right.
I know. Oh, for all I know. You know what? I ain't looked at those rods in 30 minutes of just staring at this phone. For all I know, they all had fish on them at one time. Oh, so I need somebody here to watch the rods because I ain't looked at them in 30 minutes. I'm sure they all need bait.
Fishing on credit. Fishing on credit.
And Lance says, Danny, next weekend it's going to be all over your back. No, because they're in the back of the boat and I'm going to stand in the front and off to the side. We've got a game plan on how the fishing's going to go. They've got their techniques they're going to use. I've got my technique I'm going to use. But we're going to go out there and we're going to try our best to put the top 3 fish in that tournament on that boat. John Boys Catfishing, welcome in. This is hello, Danny Stone, Chris and Miss B. Well, welcome in, John Boy. Good to see you. We're still holding 40 people on YouTube and 8 on Facebook, so a total of 48 people watching right now. Thank you. Appreciate that. Absolutely. You're amazing people for hanging out watching us out here trying to do what we do. But a lot of people come here just for the conversation alone because it gets pretty good sometimes.
It gets pretty bad sometimes too, but
yeah, it does, don't it? Now, if I was a real fisherman, I'd went down there and reeled up all them rods and put some of this fresh bait on. I got a cooler full of fresh bait, and I got that bait out there soaking, been on for an hour and a half. Wait a minute, it's been out there for 2 hours and 9 minutes. I I get my money's worth out of a piece of bait. It's soaking for 2 hours and 9 minutes. It's probably done rotted off them hooks in their bear. Ooh, Lord help me.
How's the heat over there? How you doing? Staying hydrated?
Talking to me or you talking to Chris or me?
No, talking to you.
Oh yeah, man. I just chugged 2 small bottles of water, a half a Gatorade, and I'm still working on my 2.5 gallon jug sitting right here beside me. And I am
Good
definitely in
deal.
the shade. You see, I've moved one time since I've been here. Hey, one takedown, I ran down there and I ain't moved since. I've been sitting here bouncing my knee. I gotta get me a more comfortable chair though. This thing here is just rubbing my butt raw. I can't sit in it for long. Whew. Well, let me cut up a couple pieces. I'm gonna cut up a couple pieces of fresh bait. And I know I got bait on Black Betty because I'm gonna pull them other 5 rods to check the baits on, but I'm gonna cut some up to take with me first. Hop over here. I'll pull this cooler out. We're definitely gonna use that shad right there, and we're definitely gonna take that whole skipjack and cut him up. I haven't tried them bluegills yet. I just don't know. You're going to town, and you're going to town.
Yeah.
Cut them up.
Remind me when you get done.
Cut them and gut them. Let's see what I need. I need 5 pieces cut. There's one. I'm gonna take you. That's 2, 3, and 4. Let's go with the biggest ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5. I need all 5 of y'all. All right, I'm gonna run down here and pull these rods and put some. Ooh, their fish guts fell out in my hand. I'm gonna pull these 5 rods and rebait them whether they need it or not. I'll be right back.
No, he didn't look like he had taken it. Danny checking baits? It got quiet. Yeah. Oh.
Hey, Mark. Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. we get up to the cove, we'll turn and head back down the center.
That's probably little big.
Yeah, there seems a lot of it.
But they're up that way.
It was cold. So
Go back up closer to the edge. Oh, yours will be over there too.
that's shove up through there right now.
Is it?
Let's stay down a little bit farther.
I do bet they are though, because bait over there is crazy. And they're being active means something is.
And that mouth of that cove back there, all that bait was at. Not didn't mark. It really didn't mark when you cruise.
That's funny. Not crazy. I can't believe all that last night. Was that last? No. When was all that? Yeah.
2 nights ago.
Good Lord, that was crazy. I don't know anybody would catch a fish with that much shad.
Oh, that's why. That's why fish grow so well. Because it's all
Crazy. Oh, there's a bait ball with a big one following. Are you watching Catherine?
Cool.
No, I had 5 rods out, and 4 of them had bait or bait gone, and 1 had bait on it. Can you imagine that?
That happens when you don't watch your
No,
rods, Danny.
I ain't worried about it.
It was
If one
only a
of them
half
bends
hour.
down real crazy and there's a giant on there, I'm gonna go running. But them little ones, they can peck and eat that bait all they want. They need something to eat to grow up. I'm feeding them. I'll feed them and make them bigger where I can catch them later. Don't bother me none.
I always tell Chris the fish should get the food because they let us hook them.
Oh yeah, she wants to. If the fish doesn't get her bait, she wants to just put it back in her mouth and send them off. Like, no, it's my bait.
Catch your own.
For real.
I'm like, you put a hook through their mouth. They earned eating that. Give it to them. I do. And then any bait we have left over has to go to the raccoons.
Oh, she's befriended the raccoons at the boat ramp.
I have. They come up to
Well,
me. They love me.
I swear they know the sound of the truck pulling up the ramp.
They come to me, and it's so cute.
well, on the spot where me and Ronnie were fishing, huge log there. Any leftover bait that I have, I always leave it piled up on that log. And there's some freaking eagles that fly down there. I mean, I've literally left and went to the truck and come back to pick up some of the stuff to carry it up, and they would be sitting on that log eating those fish.
That's awesome. I like giving wildlife back to the wildlife. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I like to keep them fat. They taste better.
Stop it. Stop it. You know I'm not going to do that.
Oh, I know. And that's that's perfectly fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
You know I'm screwed if I catch the state record
Why?
because I do not have a live well big enough for him, and I will not risk losing him, and I would release him.
But we'll all see it. I mean,
Yep, that's
but
what
see,
I said. It'll be on video. There'll be pictures. There'll be proof. But I'm not
you just
risking that fish. Not
yeah. I
risking
don't
it.
blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But see, that's the thing that I got going here. Is, I've had people ask me as a bank angler, and I'm gonna get off track here for just a second, but I'll come back around. I promise. But not long ago, Dan, when a Goober time catfishing, he did a series where he picked 10 anglers, and he put a show up and asked one of them, said, "What would you do? What is your plan if you land the state record or God forbid the world record catfish? What's your plan?" And each person would give their plan, like he'd do that show. At the end of the show, he would say, "All right, guys, tune in next week, and we're going to have," and he would shut the show off. So you didn't know who was coming up there next week. And it would just drive me bonkers. Because next week we're going to have boom, and the screen would go black. He did it on purpose. But they were all going through, and each person told what would their plan A and plan B be for keeping a state or world record fish alive if they caught it. And of course, I wasn't big time then at all. I'm still not big time now, but if I would have been big enough for him to even pick me back then, I had the most amazing plan ever. Um, I've got 2 huge nets. What I would do is put that fish in those nets, and I would zip tie them together like where the ring is, and keep them in the water. Because here's the deal: I talked earlier about how good a friend my conservation agent is here, Mr. Chris Barnes, and they said, and that's why they gave me their personal number. If I catch a state record or let's dream a world record fish, he said, keep it in the water, keep it alive. They have a tank on a trailer that they hook to their truck and bring it to you that's got oxygen and everything you need. They'll pump water directly out of the river into that tank, and they will transport that fish to have everything done to verify it. And I thought, well, why would you guys do all that? And they go, it would be a big deal. Those states really want that recognition. Who would not want to be the state that say, we've got the world record catfish, we've got the biggest one? and
Yep.
they're going to go out of their way to get that done.
And we kept it alive. It says a lot about the
Yes,
organization just that they go out of the way and do
exactly.
that.
I
But they
would
actually,
call ODNR first and to see if they could get here within such amount of time. But if they
right.
could not, I would 100% release the fish.
I could put. I got this one. If I have to, I've got a flat strap that will go through the gill plate in the right spot. You don't want to get on the gills, but there's actually a place where you can get through there, come out their mouth and hook it, and put them in the water and keep them alive fine. They'll do fine like that. I've done it before. And get
I
those
know, but
guys here with that tank.
if
Yeah.
I killed that fish, it would kill me. It would absolutely devastate me.
So Chris, you
I'm
need to
that
carry it.
bad with animals. I would literally just lose it, wouldn't I, babe?
I have friends that live close by here that have live wells that can support it. So I'd be making the call, and if we can do it quick enough,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I chase them. I mean, actively chase them, knowing that I would have to release it because I would not kill that fish. That's not what it means to me. Just catching it is all I want.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's a book somewhere where they say unofficial state record, and say this fish was caught by so and so on this date, but it wasn't verified. But I guarantee if you caught a fish that big in state, there's going to be some newspaper articles or something somewhere, as
Oh,
long
I
as you got
know.
pictures and you got showing the weight, you got the pictures, get some measurements, whatever, then get it back in the water. Yeah, somebody somewhere is going to recognize that fish, not officially, but you will get recognition for it if that's the stuff that people are looking for.
Yeah, I could not personally put the fish in jeopardy because knowing I don't have a live well.
Girl, you would not want to fish here in this particular spot that I'm at right now, because like I said, this is where all the locals that if you look, there's a levee behind me right here. See that levee?
Yeah.
Okay. On the other side of that levee is the town of New Madrid. You walk over it, there's stores, there's gas stations. That's all on the other side of that levee. So, in houses, apartments. So, all they got to do is walk over the levee, come here to the river to fish. That's why it's such a high pressure area.
Uh,
Now, you couldn't stand it because the thing about these people here, 98% of them keep everything they catch. They put nothing back. They're going in the freezer, they're going in the grease.
oh
And
yeah,
I don't
that
care
would
how
be.
big or
I
how
would
small,
cringe.
they keep them all.
I would cringe.
now that's where
Yeah,
we're blessed here with this reservoir. The the guys who fish it hardcore are primarily catch and release. I
yeah.
mean, we have a community, and everyone here promotes it.
They're pretty protective of this lake.
Yeah, so it's
Well, you go to these small towns that's around here, it's not high income area. A
Oh,
lot of the
gotcha.
towns, factories have left. They've shut down. And people just don't have a lot of money. And when they catch fish, they're catching them because they're putting them on the table. Period.
I can't
I
say
mean,
anything about
absolutely.
that. I 100% believe it. Believe in people being able to eat fish. I do. I can't say a word about. I hate when they keep the big ones, but they're doing it for food. I can't. I don't say crap.
Well, I see that point as well, but at the same time, I've seen a lot of them take way more than they need. Way, way, way more than they need. I mean, if
Yeah,
these
that
fish
would.
are up in here and you're catching them, they'll come down here and they'll catch them until they're not catching them anymore. And it's like, how many? Oh, we've got 3 freezers full, and we gave some to some people over here, and we gave some to. If you're giving it away to a bunch of people, if you're trying to find people, if you have to search and find people to give that fish to, then put the damn thing back in the water. You know. Now, if you're hungry and you're starving and you need something, pull a few fish out of here, go eat them. But if you're catching them, keeping them on a stringer or throwing them in a cooler, at the end of the day, you're driving around, hey, you want some fish? Or hey, you want some fish? Then there was no point in you keeping them.
exactly.
Agreed.
Hey, ask Chad. Ask Chad from Fields to Water. Ask him about the time I was fishing a tournament and an old man pulls up, nice guy. I'm not dogging him out. And he had a 48 quart cooler in the back of his truck. He had 18 catfish in that cooler. And he pulled up on me while I was fishing the tournament. He goes, hey, you want some fish? And I go, hold on, let me see what you got. And I went up there, and he just took them out of the live well of the boat and threw them in this cooler. And I went there, looked at them, and I go, well, how many of them you looking to get rid of? He said, all of them. He said, how many you want? I said, I want every one of them. And I took all them fish and I put them in the cooler in my truck. When he drove off, I looked at the camera and told Chad, watch this. And I grabbed that cooler out the back of the truck, I drug it down to the river, and I turned them all loose one at a time. Ask Chad Fields about that. That happened during the tournament. I said, watch this, Chad. I said, I'm turning all these damn fish loose.
I'd have done the same thing.
But that happened during the tournament. It was on video, and Chad, I don't know what tournament it was, but Chad can tell you. But yeah, that guy brought me a bunch of fish. I took them and I turned them all loose. But he goes,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
He said, I'm trying to find somebody to give them to so that they can have fish. And I'm like, well, why did you keep them if you didn't want them? And there's a guy that lives here, and I won't say his name because I'm not giving him any recognition. But you know, everybody around here, they go on and on about how I catch all these pieballs here. And there's a lot of people come here and start fishing this spot because for some reason there's a large concentration over here. But a guy caught one, and it was like, I mean, it was a beautiful, beautiful fish, beautiful fish. And he had a big horse trough in his house, and he put a couple of aerators from Walmart, like I have an aquarium in there. He took that fish home and he put it in there, and man, they come to the newspaper, put pictures of him in the newspaper with that fish. But there was so many people coming by and go, hey, I want to see that fish. Hey, I want to see that fish. And he kept pulling it out of the water, showing it to them. They would hold it, take pictures, put it back in the water. And then somebody else would come by, pull it out of the water, let them hold it, let them take pictures with it, put it back in the water. They did that so many times they'd come out there to check on that fish, and it was deader than a doornail. You cannot be pulling that fish in and out of the water like that. You stress it out and it'll die. And they literally, I told him, I said, that fish is not going to live, dude. He goes, what do you know? He said, I got aerators and I got a tank. I'm like, you can't keep pulling him out like that. It's going to kill him. And he basically told me to F off. And yeah, a couple days later, I asked people, say, hey, how's that fish doing? I said, oh, man, it died that day. I said, I told him it would. I said, what did he do with it? He took it down and threw it in the ditch. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. A beautiful, beautiful piebald, wasted, wasted. And a bunch of people got their pictures with it. Whoopee, good deal. Oh, I was so freaking mad. You can kind of tell in the tone of my voice. It really pissed me off. But again, it's his fish. He caught it. It's legal. I really don't legally can't. I don't have word. I don't have a leg to stand on. You know what I'm saying? I can just sit here and be mad about it. But legally, I'm wrong in the eyes of the
There's a
law.
line between legal and ethics.
Yeah, but in the eyes of the law, he's right, and I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I ain't been watching chat. There's Pontoon Jody Nelson. Hey there, Jody girl, my Jody girl. How you doing, Jody Joe? Good to see you, girl. Let's see. I missed so much chat. I got on a rant, y'all. I'm sorry. But, I'll go back to the biggest one. See, there is Jody wrote a big long comment. She says, I have contacted people like Mika Burkhart for what I need to have to in my boat to prepare ahead of time in case I catch a flathead record as well as the tournament anglers that have the live wells. That's a good idea. Talk to people who have the setup that'll handle those big fish and get as much information as you can. Like I said, my only option is to tie it up to the bank or put it in those nets and keep it here on the bank. And I have to, without taking it out the water, kind of just like slowly lift that up and check him every now and then to make sure he's doing okay. And I call the conservation agents. They come here with the trailer with the tank loaded on it. They take possession of the fish, and I follow them to wherever we're going and get it certified and all that good stuff. That's my only plan. I don't have a plan B. But they absolutely gave me the phone numbers to call and everything. And so if anything ever happens, so I can get one. It's got a really high chance of making the record books without any endangerment to the fish whatsoever at all. It's very, very low risk.
Oh, I think about it all the time.
Here in Ohio, you have to get it to a certified scale. You have to contact DNR to get it to a certified scale. They'll tell you where the closest one is, and you got to hope they're open. So,
Well, see, that's the thing about this trailer. They got a special trailer built. It is actually for the purpose of this happening. There is a certified scale on that trailer. When they put it on the trailer, they bring the trailer, they bring that scale. They will weigh that fish on site, okay? But they still put it in the tank and transport it because it has to have tests done by a biologist to make sure that it's officially, without a doubt, it's a blue cat, channel cat, flathead, whatever, or any species of fish. They take a little piece of the fin and run DNA tests on it, and they 100% certify that that was a blue cat or that was a flathead. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they just snip a little piece of the fin off and test it. But it has to be certified not just on a scale and by several witnesses from a government agency. It has to be certified by a biologist as well to be official. That's the way they do it here anyway.
I know they do a lot of crap here, but they don't come get them to make sure they're
Well,
safe.
they will come. They will come here and get them. They don't do that for. They don't advertise that, but they do know some people that's on the river that, and they told me, said, if you know guys that you know that those people there's a good chance that they might get that fish. He said, give them our number, and so that they know how to get a hold of us. But it's not something they advertise where they got. And the reason they don't is because they're not playing favorites or whatever. Well, they kind of are, but again, if they gave that number out to the public, and this is what he explained to me about it was, they would be getting calls every freaking week from somebody that thinks they got a freaking record, and they get down there and say, dude, that thing is like 80 pounds short of being the record. They said they don't want to be bombarded with calls of people that think do you think it's a record? I don't know, Jim Bob. It might be. Well, Billy, call them. And they come over and said, that's a 25-pound blue cat. It's not a record. Put it back in the water or eat it. Don't call me again. You know, so that's why they don't put it out there, you know, full-blown advertising. Hey, if you get this fish, call us. And that's why he told me, and it makes sense, you know. I was one of them dumbasses one time. The first time I ever seen an Asian carp, we were running Mississippi River. This is back when Asian carp weren't in here like really, really thick. That was back when they first started. And me and a buddy of mine, Rodney Roberts, we was on my John boat, my 12-foot John boat with a 5-horse Johnson. We were down at Crothersville, Missouri, and I had that thing wide open. We were doing probably a quarter mile an hour. And all of a sudden, the motor just kicks up. I mean, bam, I hit something. And Ronnie go, what'd you hit, a log? I said, I don't know. I said, but it's behind us, and it's flopping on top of the water. And we spun around, went back looking. It was this big, weird fish that had eyes on the bottom of its head. And on the side, I said, never seen nothing like that, man. It's weird. It's crazy. I said, man, we think it is. It might be a new species or genetic mutant or something. So we throw it in the boat, and, man, we haul ass for the boat ramp. We get on, we call conservation department, send out an agent. We got some fish that we ain't never seen before. We don't know what it is. It might be something new. And he drives down there, and he's just shaking his head. Guys, that's an Asian carp or a big head carp. They got their eyes lower on the bottom side of their head, more on the bottom than they do the top. He said, them things are freaking everywhere out here.
Funny.
But boy, we thought we had something. I'd never seen one of them before.
That's funny.
And I said, well, ain't it good to eat? And he said, well, you can eat it if you want to. But you know, honestly, they are. And I've got to do this. I've got to do a show. I'm going to do a snag, clean, and cook on one of these invasive carp. Because I've actually cooked them up before, and there's one, the very upper part of the back that goes along their spine. That is white, flaky meat. I know, V, you don't want to hear all this crap, but listen, everybody else is going to hear.
Oh, I do not.
Okay, well, plug yours for just like a couple seconds. But anyways, I've actually cooked them up and they're good. The problem is, though, when you catch them, they stink. And that turns a lot of people off and they don't want to part them. And they think they're real bony. You know, and in certain parts of the meat, it is. But there's that big, long tenderloin along the back where it's not so bony and it's good eating. But nobody wants to eat them because they stink. And they're slimy. They're hard to handle. They're nasty. It's just not something you look at and say, oh, I think I want to eat that.
Now, Danny,
What
we
we got
were
left?
down in Kentucky Dam skipjack fishing, and Kentucky wildlife officer came down, and he was doing a creel survey, just talking about the fish. Hey, what'd you catch? All this and that. And one of the questions he had was, what do you do when you catch an Asian carp? They throw it up here with the millions of others. And he said, did you know there's a place you can take them for people to eat them? No, I'm not hauling that stinky thing around.
They're super slimy. They'll mess them. Down here when you're running, if you really want to get a load of them things on your boat, you travel about 10, 15 feet off of the bank, and you run your boat in low idle, real slow. And those things will jump in the freaking boat, and they will tear everything up, and they'll get that slime all over everything. I had a buddy of mine got hit in the face by one, broke his nose, black both his eyes. It's freaking hilarious. That fish hit him right in the face. Bam! Next day, his eyes were black like a raccoon. Nose all twisted up shape. Well, after you, fish beat me up. I said, man, I'd have told him I got the bar fight. I wouldn't have told him fish knocked my ass out.
Danny,
What?
you know what time it is?
What time is it? Time for you to catch fish.
I'm reeling them up.
We
It's
got
my turn.
18 minutes for 18 minutes, and it'll be time for RCT Chat Channel on Lance McCougar, the Wine Fisherman. If somebody before the show's over, please drop the link to Lance's show in here so we can lead directly from here and go straight to Lance. And I'll go and do a couple things here and decide if I want to go home or if I want to pop back up there. Kind of leaning toward not, because if fish were biting and I was catching them, it'd be different. But I'll be listening. If I ain't there, I'll be watching.
It's my turn now.
Oh, just come up. The fish don't matter, brother. Come on up,
Oh,
hang out with
hold on. Have you got a fish on?
me. Now, we're reeling these up.
Oh, well, hell, I'd solo you for that too. It looks better y'all reel them up than me sitting here watching these ones doing nothing.
Yeah, it's time to move.
Yep, time to anchor up, see if we can find a flathead. That's the goal tonight.
Yep, because you got 17 minutes and it'll be showtime on the RCT Lance McCougar channel. Got Lance McCougar Wine Commissioner. I'm getting tongue tied. I ain't drinking water. My tongue's getting dry. It ain't working right.
I still caught some fish on his turn.
Oh, that's better. Rehydration. I severely ignored chat for the last 30 minutes, probably, maybe even longer. And I apologize. Parker Pursuit says the ribs are done. Now, I had ribs last night during the tournament, so they were good too.
Parker, they're not done until you delivered them to me.
I know that's right. But you know that thing about my partner on the Live Fish Tournament League, Ronnie Moore. It's tradition. Every time we do a tournament, he brings 2 sides of ribs for me and 2 sides of ribs for him. We've done it every tournament this year. And we noticed last night, we were sitting there at that first spot and getting hung up in logs and trees. After the first hour had passed, we decided we'd move. And so we got to the next spot, and it wasn't quite as bad. It was manageable. We could fish it. But we sat there for quite a while without a bite. And Ronnie goes, well, you want to eat some ribs? And I go, well, might as well. We ain't catching no fish. And we sat down there. Ronnie's over his chair. He had his aluminum foil packet. He opened it up with all his ribs in it, and I had mine. And he no more than got them ribs open and took the first bite. And his rod went down, and I mean, it slammed it, it bent it over, and it held it over. And I said, Ronnie, your rod's going down. He jumped up and dumped all them ribs all over the ground because they were already cut into pieces. And he got over and caught that fish. And that was our first fish last night. Well, he comes back after we show the fish, waited, turned it loose, and he's picking all his ribs up off this. And they landed in the sand. He's blowing the sand off of them, trying to clean them up to eat them. And I started eating my ribs. And I mean, damn, my rod didn't go down. I said, land her after these ribs.
Danny, we're going to mute because I'm going to be running the motor here as we move. But
All
yeah,
right,
you
brother.
got me thinking I need to reevaluate my fishing partner. They never bring ribs.
Mine brings ribs every time we have a tournament. But you go ahead and make your run, and we'll get set up. We got 15 minutes, and then we'll be on Lance's show, which see join RCT after Danny's show on Lance. So Bobby has done posted the link for that, and we will directly be leaving straight from here over to Lance's. Everybody, make sure you go over there and hang out with them. We still got 38 people on YouTube here, 8 on Facebook. You're all welcome to go over there. I may or may not pop up there. We'll see. Like I said, I got to call home, see what's going on at the house, see if I need to go home and do a few things or whatever. If she tells me, said, no, everything's cool here, you can stay if you want, then we'll see. It's as simple as that. Had one takedown today. I can't believe that crap. One freaking takedown. That's it. Apparently there was something out there eating though, because like I said, I got 6 rods out and I reeled 5 of them up and 4 of them bait was gone. Something was eating it. Creole catfishing. But I'm not blue. I think you're supposed to make the U longer, because that spells bluey. It's supposed to be B-L-U-U-U-U-U-U-U-U-U-U-U-E, not bluey. But I'm not bluey. I'm not bluey. You are bluey. Bluey patootie. Man, it's going to be a long walk to that truck. Yeah, go. I dread carrying all that crap from right there to right there. It's going to be god awful. It's going to be a struggle. That's at least 3/4 of a mile, I'd guess, right there from there to there. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's a sacrifice. I mean, if you wanna go to a spot where there's a huge amount of public access, a huge amount of pressure put on these fish, it's not gonna be great. But it's not saying that something great won't happen. Because in this exact spot where it has everybody fishes, the entire population of the town, if they fish right here. This is where I caught my 88-pound PB. It was actually about 50 yards right up there. That's where I caught that 88-pounder at, right up there. About 50 yards upstream. So, even though this place is high pressure, gets a lot of fish in that, you can still catch fish here. You know, every squirrel finds a nut every now and then. You just got to be consistent. Keep throwing lines, keep throwing baits. There's fish out there all up through that river, and they'll move in here and replace the ones that's been taken out. It's just not a very fast process. Greg Burgess, hello, Brother Danny, and Chris and V, see you people. Good to see you people. Okay, good to see you too, brother. What do we got? We got 11 minutes left, and we're going to be over to Lance Makuga Hawaii Fisherman Show with RCT chat. And anyone else was listening, but work on the POS Cherokee soft cable is bleep. Yep. Oh, it's been a long day, folks. Now, I couldn't imagine, I am not giving up on stand day. I just got to figure out some way for me to do stand day and then kill some time so stand on my time schedule. Well, Stan quits on his time at noon, 12 o'clock. And I would go 12:30. That's Eastern time. Well, I don't go live here again until 4:30. So that would make 4 hours. I'd have to fiddle fart around here and figure out what to do and try to stay out of the sun and stay cool and not be burning a bunch of gas driving around. I'd have to kill 4 hours of time to do stand day and then wait and then do my show. Because it's not economical for me to drive to the river, do stand day, drive back home, then drive to the river, do my show, then drive back home. That's two trips, two round trips to the river, and if I did that, it would be an absolute nightmare on gas because that thing right there, that GMC 30 3/4 ton, yeah, you put gas in that, you waste your time because it just spits it right out on the ground because it burns through it so fast. That big old truck, I need me a little bit small 4-cylinder truck to go fishing in. The reason we bought that one there is because we got that 35-foot camper, and that's what we used to pull it. And I'm sitting there showing my damn license plate to everybody. Good God, idiot. Nowhere. Hey, Danny. Hope everything's going well. I got 2 more CAT scans to go through, and I'll get a double bypass surgery. Yay. All right, dog, man. Well, prayers for you, brother. I hope everything's good. I'm still waiting on the results from my echocardiogram. They still have not called me back. Uh, the one thing they told me is they did think there was something going on with a valve in my heart or something like that. That might be the issue, but I'm still waiting on them to call back after they reviewed all the damn echocardiogram results and stuff and tell me what exactly the problem is. I have not heard from them, but that big rod, is it gonna take it this time? Come on, hang on. Oh. I didn't know if y'all could see that rod down there or not. That 16-footer. He had that thing peeled over. I mean, it was slamming it. And I got down there and the rod popped up straight. And I reeled down on it and there was nothing there. That's twice. Oh, you're freaking killing me, dude. 2 times today, that rod. Hey, there's Angel Honeycutt, the husband and wife team from St. Louis, Missouri. They are right up. Just right upstream they are. Well, I'm going to bait that rod back up and throw it back out there. He got all the bait off of it, but he absolutely had that rod peeled over. I think I got the drag set too light, and so it's strip and drag off there too easy. It's not letting that hook get set in his mouth or something. I don't know what's going on. It's frustrating though. Oh my God. That wasn't no freaking turtle. Ain't no turtle pulled that rod like that. Turtles will tap on the rod, but he grabbed that rod and bent it. I tried to flip the camera over where you guys could see a little better. But yeah, he had that 16-foot rod. He had that thing freaking bent. But I'm going to put a big chunk of, do I got a skipjack head left? I don't think I do. Let me look and see what I got. I got a chunk of skipjack there. That's some of the older skipjack. You know what? I'm gonna put a smaller piece of bait on there and see if that'll solve that problem. I may be throwing the bait on there too big. There's a soda can on the ground. Let's throw that in the back of the truck. All right. And that didn't seem to be working. We're going to try something else. We're going to put a smaller piece of bait and we're going to tighten the drag up so it's not so loose on there. And maybe we get, if he can get that whole bait in his mouth and have a little more resistance whenever he pulls it down like that, we can get a little better. I think the biggest problem was that the bait was too big. But man, he
Now,
pulled it.
Danny,
Yeah,
that's just your sign to stick around and fish some more, right?
I think I'm going to. Man, that was, I don't know if you guys saw it, that 16-foot surf rod. Same rod. I mean, he bent the crap. He was pulling it the whole time I was running. And as soon as I got down there, it popped up straight and he was done. I tried to reel him down on him, but he wasn't there.
But Danny,
But
my
yeah,
brother, we're going to get in here and get set up, see if we can't find a flathead. We'll see you over on Lance's channel. I know we will.
okay. I'm going to
Everyone
finish up here. I'm
watching,
going to tell
thank
everybody
you.
bye.
Thank
Let
you
me
for
give you
the
solo.
support.
Hey, let me give you solo and you tell everybody bye proper. There you go.
Buy properly. How'd I do?
Oh
But
my
Danny, we
God.
love you, brother. We love fishing with you. Enjoy the camaraderie with the
Can't
viewers.
imagine my Sundays without you, Danny.
And
I can't wait in 4 days, man. I'm gonna give you a big old hug around your neck. And
there we
D,
go.
I might even hug you too. I can't wait
But
to see you
Danny,
guys in 4 days.
yep, it's going to be awesome, awesome. But I know it's going to be an exciting week for you. But better get some rest. And
Oh,
again,
absolutely.
thanks to everyone for watching. You guys make it worth it. So maybe next time we'll put more fish on. But
You did fine. You did twice as good as me.
yeah, it is what it is. But all right, we'll see you all over on RCT show
All right, bye. We'll see you guys shortly.
later. Al.
All right, let me do a little switcheroo here. Uh, there we go. Let's get this right here. Here we go. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. Well, it's fun hanging out with Chris and V. I tell you what, we're going to try to make that as much of a regular thing as we can on Sundays. Seeing now that it moved to a later time in the day, it's a little bit easier on us to fish in this hot time of year. Um, but we're going to be out here every Sunday, no matter what time it is. We'll figure it out. But for now, we're going to be on here in the afternoons. But right now, we've got coming up for you. We've got the RCT Rivercats Tackle Chat Show on the Lance Makugai Hawaiian Fisherman's channel. I think somebody posted the link up there just a while ago. I'm pretty sure Bobby did. So you guys make sure you hop straight over there, tell them Danny Stone sent you, because I'm going to be right behind you. I'm going to hurry up and shut up and get out of here because we got to get over there to Lance's. You're my brothers, you're my sisters, you're my Catfish family. God bless each and every one of you because you know, hey, guess what? You know that Danny Stone loves you. And I'll see you guys on Lance's show in about 30 seconds. Bye, y'all. Love you.